Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's kids playing hockey here.
Future superstars.
Beautiful.
Going in
building.
the nosebleeds, boys. All right. Going in.
Oh, look at this. Very cool. Awesome. Very excited to have the one and only Laser from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Laser. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
The Rangers score. Boo.
Can you hear me? Yeah? Yeah, that's wild. Okay. This is craziness. I'm watching the game in the bar. This is the, I'll show you guys. I'm literally, we're in a bar here. We make it happen here. Nothing is perfect, you know?
Here we are with the one and only Mr. Jake from Jake's Takes Hockey. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing today?
That's right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Russell is the best. He's the secret master of the universe. Yes. And he's come to this realm to set us free and deliver a cup to Vancouver, I think. Russell is a gift from the gods, I think. What do you want? You want to say hi to anyone on the stream? You want to say you want to say shout out to anybody? Any advice, words of wisdom? We got 2-1 Canucks right now. Justin, who is he? There you go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that nice ice getting all clean.
There you go. Go Canucks, go! All right.
Yeah, literally the back row, boys. It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to join you guys.
Witten and Jordan from Canucks Uncensored. How you guys doing today?
Awesome. We're good, Russell. Thanks so much for having us on.
David wins it, goes forward and gets a shot, goes wide. Carr puts it behind the net. Got it! Time! Oh, I just got lightheaded! 3-2, Canada wins. I scared the crap out of Dobby. Boys! Boys and girls! We did it! Canada wins! Binnington with some killer saves in overtime, and Connor McDavid, the man we were giving so much crap to through this whole game, wins the game! I'm so red in the face! Look at how red my face is! It's Canadian face! Oh, in Boston, boys! We win it in overtime! This is the man, the myth, the legend, the Blue Line Hockey. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
How you doing today?
Things are great. Thank you for the wonderful intro, and thank you for having me on. And truly a big fan of what you are doing on your channel as well. So keep it up, man. It's really, really good.
We're in the second round, so we're doing all right.
Live from Rogers Arena, Michael Saunders with that beautiful mustache on his face. There it is. Look at that. A live look in Rogers Arena. Mike and Zach.
Russell, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing really good. It's nice to see you.
Great to see you. It's always fun popping into the streams every once in a while when I get a chance, and nice to finally be chatting with you.
How are we? Guys, this is awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Everyone's been very excited to have you on. The word got out and people started getting very excited. So thank you very much for doing this and joining us today.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah,
They were rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
Yeah. We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We are very happy to welcome Brandon Assel to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We're pleased to welcome to the show, Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Passionate, realistic, honest. Rev Trev.
Let's go. Let's get some passion going. There's some actual hockey playing.
Smith plays it right across the zone. Bolana with a shot. Score! The Edmonton Canucks from the blue line! Shot through crowd! And the Canucks have won it in overtime! Just like that, game one is over! And you don't have to wait much longer, because the Abbotsford Canucks have won game one with 14:09 left to go in the overtime period! Woo! Just Charlotte wins the draw. They skate in. They take a shot towards the net. Goes high and wide. Comes around. In behind. Into the corner. And just like that, be resilient. Next man up. The Edmonton Canucks, no doubt, never lost 2 games in a row in this Calder Cup Finals. And the Edmonton Canucks are Calder Cup champions. Woo! Can you believe it? What's up, everyone? It's Russell Holidays. Nothing is perfect, and I still have
milk in my beard from the cereal that I just finished eating. There you go. It's breakfast hockey, of course. I haven't had some cereal before. There's even proof right here. Look at this. I finished it up just now. It's another early morning here. Snap dancer. Hilarious. Hilarious. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. What the heck? Why is it showing up here and not anywhere else? It's so bizarre. Snap dancer. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that comment. That's hilarious. Poke. Oh my goodness. It is time for some Trevor Linden. Rusty Nutsy. What's up, Paragolfer Pro? Dustin already in the house. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. You guys are too funny. I want to hop in the chat right away, but got to talk about what we're going to do. We got to set the standard for what you're going to see on the stream today. So let's start there, shall we? It is a rematch against the Czechia. Against Team Czechia. Can you believe it? I believe this is the first rematch in the entire tournament. Just so happened that that's how everything ended up being seeded. So it'll be Canada versus Czechia. I'm really shocked about the whole situation. Dustin's here. Dave Brindle's still here. Dobby's here. It is Dobby's birthday today. So we're going to talk about Dobby's birthday too, because we're going to do a special birthday thing for Dobby today. He turns 8 today. All right. The lineup today, Canada versus Czechia. Start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people who are already in chat waiting for this game to get started. We're going through Canada's starting lineup. There are a couple of players that will not be in the lineup tonight as they are still nursing injuries. So we'll get you updated on who will be missing from the lineup. Is it McDavid? Is it Celebrini? No, I won't clickbait you like that. It is not. Those guys are both playing. And then we'll probably be around the first commercial intermission. We're going to do a special Dobby breakfast, which is going to be his birthday breakfast. And we're going to sing him happy birthday. It's going to be a few of his favorite things all in one bowl. So that should be lots of fun too. During the first intermission, Dustin Boydell will be by for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. And then during the second intermission, Dave Brindle will be by for the Dave Brindle Show. And then post-game, we've got Dustin Boydell coming back. And he'll break down everything that happens between Canada and Czechia. During the first intermission, we will talk about the game that just happened this morning. The Germans are out of the tournament. The Slovaks have moved on, but we'll talk about Lucas Reichel's performance in that game. We'll preview the women's game against the USA, which will be happening tomorrow for the gold. And we'll also talk about the Vancouver Canucks and the Abbey Canucks, because the Vancouver Canucks were back at practice yesterday. And then the Abbey Canucks had a big win the other night, which you've heard me talk about last night if you were here. Like, what was it? Like 9 hours ago when we were streaming. And then with Dave Brindle as well, we'll break down everything that's happening in the first 40 minutes of the game. Cool? Cool. All right, let's hop into chat. Carol's here. What's up, Carol? Oh, I think Zach was here too. Yeah, Zach was here first. He says, "Let's go, Canada!" And then Carol says, "I am nervous about this game for some reason. I hope Canada plays well." Me too. We'll be in and out of chat at work. Thank you, Russ, for such an amazing stream. Always. I got you, Thomas. So I guess you'll have us playing in your head. It'll be fun. I appreciate you, Thomas. Then Fangirl shows up and says, "Good morning, everyone." Hi, Zach. Hi, Carol. Nothing is perfect. That's me. I say, "Good morning, Fangirl." And then Fangirl says, "Happy birthday, Dobby." Oh, he's right underneath me. He knows something's going on. He can feel it. He could smell the peanut butter on my breath this morning. Because I put a little peanut butter in his bowl, which he loves. And he can smell it from like a mile away. Apparently dogs' scent receptors are like 10,000 times more powerful than humans. So, and then there's Dobby in the chat with a birthday cake. KJ Brazy's here. Salutations all. What's up, KJ Brazy? You up early? Nice to see you. Can you poke Calvin for me? Fangirl, hi, KJ. And then KJ Brazy says, Merry birthmas, Dobbertons. You love to see it. Let's fucking go. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. And then Swervin's got the Canadian flag in chat. And then Fangirl's like, hi, Irvin. And then Irvin's like, Big Trevor Linden, 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 Big Trevor Linden. Trevor? Trevor. There we go. Big Trevor Linden. You love to see it. And Swervin's waving his hands and smiling with big rosy cheeks. Russell Sprouts is KJ Brazy. And then this is what, yeah, this is hilarious. Snap Dancer has the rock from curling in it and just a little poke. What's up, Sing Balls? What's Sing Balls? What is that, Ontario secret? Weenuck says KJ Brazy. And then Fangirl says, hi, Ontario secret. And then Soul Search Guru's here. What's up, Soul Search? Hello there, people. How's it going? Nice to see you so far. Always good to have Soul Search in chat. Hi, Snap Dancer. Hi, Soul. Morning, Fangirl, Snap Dancer. And then there's Dustin's like, sure, milk. And then KJ Brazy's laughing and crying. Hi, Dustin. Big Dusty, says KJ. And then Paragrapher Pro Dustin says, good morning, everyone. Hope you are all doing well this fine Wednesday. Kayla's here too. What's up, Kayla? Welcome. Good morning. I don't want to get out of bed. But you don't have to. If you got me on your cell phone, you can just chill. But I guess if you have children, you probably have to go and do stuff. Wilson better take out Slavkovsky out. So luckily for Slavkovsky, he plays for the Slovakian team. We're playing Czechia today. They are no longer Czechoslovakia. Good morning, Paragrapher Pro, Soul Surge Guru. Hi, Kayla, says Fangirl. I thought Dobby was turning 6. He is turning 6. I think I said 8. Dobby is turning 6. All right, let's make a poll question. What do you think of Dobby on his 6th birthday? There we go. There's your poll question. What do you think of Dobby on his 6th birthday? He's a good boy. He is the cutest dog ever. He is so darn smart, and he is pure evil. To evil! So there's your first poll question of the day. What do you think of Dobby on his 6th birthday? He's a good boy. He is the cutest dog ever. He is so darn smart. He is pure evil. To evil! First poll question of the day. Morning, Fangirl, says Kayla. Celebrating. Yeah. Thomas, good afternoon, beautiful people. Is it afternoon for you, Thomas? Where do you live? I thought you lived in BC. I guess I was wrong. Gonna make something to eat. Good call. Yep. I just slammed a bowl of cereal, some eggs, and a scone. It was a blueberry scone. It was tasty. Women's clash, Canada versus USA. It is, in fact, going to happen. They are meeting in the gold medal game tomorrow. The battle of Sweden and Switzerland for the bronze medal. But yeah, man, it's going to be a tough task. Look at this. 6-0, 5-0 for the USA. Canada won 5-1 and 2-1. But just overall, too, it's pretty terrifying here for the USA. But Darryl Watts is up there. Look at that. 8 points. Lots of Americans on this list. Nice to see some other teams representing here. Germany, Sweden. But yeah, like I said, it is going to be a tough task for Team Canada. Back to the bar. I might try and sneak in another coffee before the game gets started. We'll see. Zach. This is swerving. Hash browns and eggs. I love me some hash browns. Connie's in the chat. Happy birthday, Dobby, 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 Dobby. And then you've got the picture of Dobby as your profile picture. What a cutie. What an absolute little cutie. Gary Wiseman here. Live long and prosper. What's up, Gary Wiseman? Soup Gang! It's crazy how some dogs are trained so to smell diseases. Their nose are next level. Haha! Yeah, isn't that wild stuff? Happy birthday, Dobberton. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. I'm sure he's hearing all this right now. And he's like, what the hell? I'm sure you're making him very happy. Paragraph Pro, fun stream last night, dog. Yeah, we had Dustin on last night during our Be a Pro stream. We wanted to test out our Fortnite capabilities, and we did figure out that my setup for Fortnite is not good. But we had fun anyways. Dustin's setup worked perfectly. So when we do Fortnite more in the future, we'll have to figure something out. My controller was being weird. My setup was weird. It's hard to play online games through remote play because the lag is crazy. Some rats are trained to smell disease as well. Yeah, I have heard that, KJ. Isn't that weird? And then Gary Wiseman's like, bruh, gonna crash out on the next person who says gonna. No cap. Back in my day, we used full words and sentences. Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I'm sassing Gary in the morning. The funniest man in chat. Milosh is here too. What's up, Milosh? Nice to see ya. Canada, Canada, Canada. And then Paragraph Pro says, happy birthday, Dobby. Dobby, 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 Dobby. Dan Carlo in the chat watching from the Philippines. Go, Canada, go. Oh, what's up, Dan Carlo? Well, watching all the way from the Philippines. I hope you're doing well over there, brother. Game will get started here in about 8 minutes. I hope I have it on the right channel. We'll see. Apparently, dogs can tell when a natural disaster is coming, especially earthquakes. Isn't that weird? Are they psychic? Thank you, Swervin. I had fun time too. I miss streaming my shitty video gameplay. Laughing and crying. Still not on Crave. Live coverage will begin shortly. I really love Dobby, says Connie. Did you hear that, Dobby? Connie loves you. Oh, he wagged his tail a little bit, Connie. Good morning, my fellow Canadians. What's up, Evelyn? Nice to see you. I hope everything's okay over there after the house exploded in your neighborhood. Make sure to let us know that everything's okay. Hi, Evelyn, says Fangirl. Evelyn says hi. And then KJ Brady says, too lazy to cook right now. I'm going to make something during intermission. Cookies and milk to start. There you go. Laughing and sweating. And then Bender Bear's here. What's up, Bender Bear? He's got the beaver in chat. We've got the beaver on our screen. Look at this beaver. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hang on a second here. I can grab the beaver here. Beaver, 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 beaver. I don't know what's happening. That felt good. Anyways, time to set up my laptop so I can watch the game. And you on my laptop. Ooh. Okay. Let's have a look at the starting lineup for Canada today. Because for the IIHF, it feels like when they say the puck drops at 7:40, it's like 7:40. So let's have a look at that. We're going to start off with the offensive lines, which have changed ever so slightly from last game. A couple people out of the lineup. Top line, Tom Wilson is in the lineup, so he didn't get suspended. Connor McDavid and Macklin Celebrini playing with him. Nathan McKinnon centering Brandon Hagel and Nick Suzuki. You got your third line of Sidney Crosby, Mark Stone, and Mitch Marner. And then the fourth line is Bo Horvat with Brad Marchand back into the lineup and Sam Reinhart. So you got the two Florida Panther wingers with him. And then Seth Jarvis stays in the lineup. So Sam Bennett is still nursing something. So Sam Bennett will not be playing today, but apparently would be available should the Canadians move on to the next round. Then we've got the defensive lines. The pairs have changed again, ever so slightly. So we got Devon Taves and Cale Makar still playing together, the Colorado teammates. I've got the second pair is now Travis Sanheim and Colton Parenko. So Morrissey's not ready to go yet. Thomas Harley playing with Drew Doughty. Should be a fun pair, which was in the first game. And then Shea Theodore in the seventh position for the defenseman. and Jordan Binnington getting the start for Canada, which we're not too surprised about. So there is your starting lineups for Canada versus Czechia today. All right, we do have it on the right channel. I can confirm that. Fangirl, give me an update, Evelyn. Morning, says Tillo. And then Fangirl says, hi, Tillo. Okay. We got 5 minutes before puck drop. So I'm going to grab one more coffee. Because this one's done. All right. I'll be right back. Hey, Dobby, come here. Okay, stay right here. Stay still. Okay? I'll be right back. You stay right there, okay? I thought I'd leave Dobby with you, huh? Look at him. Look at this birthday boy. He doesn't even know. We just gave him some treats just because he's such a sweet, good boy. He was running the stream pretty good, eh? Did Dobby do pretty good? Did Dobby do pretty good? He's so majestic, huh? He's so majestic. My name is Dobby, and I approve this message. Okay, Bobby. Good. We're going to say hello to you in a little bit again when we give you your birthday breakfast. Can I lay down? All right. Dustin Boydell dropping 5 gifted memberships into the chat. We appreciate you very much, Dustin. Showing up on Dobby's birthday with 5 gifted memberships. He's got Tillo, Jamie Reed, Spirit Bear, JB, and Carmen Don getting free gifted memberships courtesy of Dustin Boydell, the absolute legend. You love to see it. Thank you very much, Dustin, for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. We appreciate it because he's going to need all the money he can get now that, education is so expensive. So thank you very much, Dustin. And congratulations to Tillo, Jamie Reed, Spirit Bear, JB, and Carmen. And just like that, we're into the game time. It is 7:40, like clockwork. Here we go. They all line up at center. We got the top line of Celebrini, McDavid, and Wilson out there to start. Can't wait for this. This is going to be lots of fun. Elimination starts here, guys. Well, I guess it continues here. Dobby, you got 5 memberships from Dusty. Did you hear that? All right, puck has been dropped. Play is underway there in Milan. Czechs try and move it in. Ends up getting blocked. The Canadians will dump it into the Czech zone. First one onto the puck is a Czech player. They'll ring it around the boards. Kept in by Canada. Back to the slot. McDavid. Deke shoots. And what a save there from Dostal. The Czechs did play yesterday. They beat Denmark. Now first shot on net for the Czechs. Bennington grabs it and hangs on. 19:31 left to go in this first period of play. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Philip who? Philip Hronek. He is wearing number 17 for Czechia today. Hold on a goddamn minute. You're telling me Canada's putting Tyler Myers and P.F. Joseph in the lineup? They are. Puck goes out of play at the penalty box. The boys gather for a chat for a quick minute. Schlappik getting in the face of Brad Marchand. Brad Marchand chirping him right back. So it looks like got 2 lines on the ice right now. David can't, says Tillo. And then Callum McKenzie is here. What's up, Callum? He's like, W. Too good. Crystal. Crosby out on the ice with Marner and Stone. Crosby cannot win the draw. The Czechs will dump it out to the neutral zone. Puck drops onto the booty of Chlapik. Canada will pick it up, dump it into the Czech zone. Dostal cues it up behind his net. Gudas plays it to the side. Kempney passes up into the neutral zone, cutting to the middle. David Camp gets the puck deep. Harley picks it up, plays it out all the way into the neutral zone. That's picked up there by Ruda. Ruda will play it up the ice into the neutral zone. Crosby almost gets the puck in the neutral zone, but it's picked up there by Tomaszek. He cuts across his own blue line. And then he loses it as a good hit thrown by Mr. McKinnon. So Marchand and McKinnon, the Nova Scotia boys out there together for a minute. Hagel's there as well. He can't get to the puck in the corner. The Czechs will dump it down the ice. Sanheim first one onto it for Canada. Plays it around the boards for Parayko. Parayko banks his pass out to the neutral zone. Hagel tries to make a pass across the blue line, but that one gets blocked. Now Karam's down into the Czech zone. They'll play it through the neutral zone. Here comes Phil Hronek over the blue line. Dishes to the side. Shot blocked to the front of the net. Sanheim plays it behind the net for Hagel. Hagel spins the puck over for Parayko up the boards. Picked up there by Mr. Suzuki. He'll get out to the neutral zone. Canada will start changing. The Czechs will fire it back in. Bennington can't get a touch behind the net, but Canadians will pick it up. They'll ring it around the boards out to the neutral zone. Puck down the ice by Bo Horvat. Picked up by Mr. Reinhardt, who'll ring it in around the boards. Devon Taves comes down, plays it behind the net for Bo Horvat. Horvat gets mugged. Can't get the puck. And then Tomaszek will play it across the top of his own crease. The Czech player ran into the referee. The puck is jarred free for Canada. Reinhardt has it go off his skate and can't keep the puck. And it looks like the Czechs have come in offside with 17:23 left to go in this first period of play. Not a very clean start to the game for either team. The Czechs did play yesterday, but a great hit there by McKinnon to knock down Mr. Nietzsche's, hitting his own teammate. That's hilarious. Colorado on Colorado violence there. He's never done that in practice before. All right, Pasternak can't win the draw. Harley dishes at his blue line for Doughty, who gets to center, dumps the puck in. Dostal knocks it down behind his net. Well done there. Puck up the boards. The Czechs move out through the neutral zone. Cervenka loses the puck in the neutral zone. Now Pasternak gives it away to McDavid. McDavid puts it in the middle. Puck's landing from Pasternak. McDavid dishes for the young celebrating, and he scores his 5th goal of the tournament as Canada early in this first period of play take the lead. Woo! You love to see it. You love to see it. So bad pass at the blue line. McDavid skates it to the neutral zone, but then Pasternak grabs it. McDavid takes it right back, puts it in the middle of the ice, and Pasternak can't cover Celebrini. And Celebrini will just rip it against the grain past Dostal. And Wilson was following up behind too, but McDavid with a beautiful blind backhand pass in the slot back to Celebrini. And the Canadians take the 1-0 lead early in this game. Now Brad Marchand's getting into it at the next faceoff. You love to see it. What's up, Skytrain Elfram? Good morning, perfectionists. And then Evelyn's like, go, 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 go. And then Skytrain Elfram's like, check 1, check 2. 1-0 Canada. Celebrini, says KJ Brazy. Snap dancer. Celebrini lights the lamp. Go, 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 big Trevor Linden. Back go, 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 go. Bender Bear, wow. Yeah, early in this period, not even 4 minutes in. Connie McKenzie, go, 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 go. Cal McKenzie, go, 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 go. Shot to the front of the net. Oh my gosh. Binnington made a save. The rebound came to the side, and then the Czechs put it off the side of the net. Wow. Schlepik let it go. Franco behind his own net, rings it around the boards. Marner's there, but the puck gets back to the blue line for the Czechs. Gudis puts the puck down low, but that deflects to the Canadian player. They'll put it behind their own net. Comes up for Stone, who now puts it back down behind the net. Devon Taves starts out over his own blue line. The Czechs are changing. Devon Taves gets to center, dumps the puck in. Crosby plays to the middle. Over for Marner. Marner couldn't get the shot past the defender as it gets blocked, and then the Canadians will try and battle it back. Palat puts the puck behind his own net. Czechia puts it all the way down into the Canadian zone. Devon Taves plays it up the boards. Oh, and then Binnington makes a great save. Devon Taves puts it up the boards, but that one's taken by. Now Crosby with a partial break. Coming in on spot check. Puts a backhander just wide of the net. Shots are now 2-2. The Czechs have had a couple good chances. Oh, and then a hit on Seth Jarvis into the game. He got the puck deep, but the Czechs will move right back out. Doughty chops it up the boards. Skating onto its Jarvis. Now he's skating in on Hronek. Puts the puck across the slot. Ends up on Reinhardt's stick. Puts it back to the blue line. Harley. Shot to the front of the net. Goes off the chest of Dostal. And then, Hronek getting into it with Seth Jarvis. Hronek all feisty right now. Shoving Jarvis away from the front of the net. He's not happy with what Jarvis was doing. But Canadians getting a shot. Dostal takes the rebound off the ground and covers it up, and that will be a whistle there. Oh, it was David Kampf with a wide open net, and he puts it off the side. Oh my goodness gracious, people. David Kampf had an absolutely beautiful opportunity. Unclip your mic. You don't want that, Swervin. You don't want that. Shot to the front of the net. Binnington makes the save. The rebound comes to the side. McDavid misses the puck in the neutral zone, but Celebrini skates onto it. Deeks to the outside. Looks back to the blue line, and he'll put it down low instead for Wilson. Wilson chops it around the boards, but nobody was there. Pasternak picks it up in the corner, flips it out. McDavid tries to knock it down. Puck dumped in deep. Sedlak skates in, gets the puck away from Sanheim. Or no, that was Theodore. Now Theodore gets the puck back, dumps it off the boards. McDavid skates onto it, pokes at it. But Gudas gets to it, pokes it away from him. The Czechs now have 4 shots. Canada's still stuck on 3 shots. McKinnon throws a hit. Can't get the puck back. Gudas from the point, shot to the front of the net. Ends up going wide, in behind the net. Nietzsche's picks it up, tries to play it up front. Blocked by McKinnon. Puck in behind the net now. Puck swung right through the top of the crease by the Czechs. Sanheim pokes it. Oh no, that's Devon Taves pokes at it, but the Czechs will pick it up. David Camp spins and fires it towards the front of the net. Rebound comes out. Hagel plays it out into the neutral zone. And Brad Marchand will just place it gingerly into the Czech zone. Jarvis, activate, beat Czechia. Crosby picks it up in the neutral zone, passes over for Stone, and then the puck will go off his stick and dribble towards Dostal. Now Stone and Ruda get into it in front of the net. Hurdles there too. Crosby. Okay, guys, we're in the first commercial break. You know what that means. It's time for Dobby birthday breakfast, I think. Right? Yes. Yes, you should be very excited, my boy. We do quite often feed Dobby on stream, but since it is his birthday, I thought it would be appropriate to give him a birthday breakfast. So I'm going to show you guys first. We've got blueberries, cheese, peanut butter, and his regular kibble as well. There's also turkey in there. You can't see it as much, but there's turkey in there as well. So Dobby is going to get everything for his birthday here. You are struggling mightily here. Happy, happy birthday, Dobby, dear. Happy days will come to you all year. If I had a wish, then it would be a happy, happy birthday to you from me. Look how happy he is, huh? Look at this sweet young man. He is going after the peanut butter first. I think we can officially say that's Dobby's favorite, eh? Oh, he's chomping on it. All right, Czechia flips it out back to the blue line, kept in there. But the Czechs will get the second effort, work it out to the neutral zone. Parayko dumps it back out to the neutral. McDavid loses the puck just inside the blue line, and the Czechs will move it out. Oh, yes, Dobby. Look how happy he is. Look at this. Happy 6th birthday, Dobby. Oh, my goodness. You're so spoiled. All right. Parayko over his own blue line. Dumps the puck in from center. Canada comes in, jars the puck free. It'll squirt out all the way back into the neutral zone. Tomaszek with a shot to the front of the net. That one goes off a stick into the corner. Czechia will throw it towards the net. Ends up in the corner again. McDavid throws. Oh no, that was Crosby throws a hit in the corner, jars it free. Now pass out to Crosby just at the blue line by Stone. Now Marner picks it up, skates up the boards, far side, flips the puck down, weakly down the boards. That one's picked up there by Tomaszek, and he'll start out through the neutral zone, cuts to the middle, rolls one in on Mr. Biddington, who plays it to the side there. Makar plays it out into the neutral zone. That one's intercepted. Cervenka puts the puck back in. Oh my goodness, you're going crazy, buddy. Oh yes. Puck across. And Czechia scores, tying this game. Bringing the puck in. Passing back and forth across the slot. Keeping this one interesting as Canada looked sloppy in their own zone. And the Czechs have tied this elimination game. Sedlak with the goal after a couple passes across the crease. There you go, Dobby. Happy birthday, my boy. Yes, we love you very much, my boy. Oh, yes. I hope you enjoyed that. Happy birthday, Dobby. Absolutely spoiled. Oh, no. The shots are 6-3. Canada struggling to get set up in the offensive zone. The Czechs have tied the game. Oh, they've dumped the puck in. That'll be icing against the Czechs with 1:20 or 11:21 left to go. Boo! Turnovers like that will cost you against any opponent. Yeah, they just couldn't get the puck deep. Oh, wow. He banked it off of him in front. Go lay down now, buddy. Go have some water. Not great. Yank Bennington, says Gary. Puck in the corner. Taken away by Nietzsche's through center. Passes with speed through the neutral zone. Camp throws it to the front of the net. Blockered away there by Bennington. Or Hronek keeps it in, plays it in behind the Canadian net. Hagel skates onto it. Now he'll pass over for Harley on the near side. Now he'll pass to the far side for Doughty. Doughty, long pass all the way down the ice for Hagel. Hagel picks it up. Gets hit by Hronek. The Czech player stumbles behind the net. Starts out. Nietzsche's through the neutral zone. Stops up at the red line. Now he'll play it back into his own zone. Ruda dumps it on Bennington. He'll play it to the side for Parayko. Parayko puts it into the middle. Theodore with a pass out into the Czech blue line. Knocked in there by Jarvis. He'll get it in behind the net. He's getting worked over there by the Czech player. Suzuki comes in to help. Seth Jarvis plays it around into the corner. Back to the blue line. Theodore across the blue line for Parayko. He takes a shot to the front of that. That one's blocked. Now the Czech player who picks up the puck falls. Horvat puts the puck behind the net. It looks like the Czech team has taken a penalty now. I didn't even start the clock. Dobby, don't lick the wall, bro. Do it. I don't care if it's your birthday. You're not allowed to lick the wall. So number 44, Ruda, takes a penalty. So that means that Canada gets the first power play of this game. Hopefully this can help them get back on track. But Seth Jarvis trying to go to the corner, getting worked over by Ruda. So they're going to call that a penalty against Ruda. So hard work by Jarvis there. And Canada gets the first power play of this game. We'll see what they can do with it. They haven't looked great so far. Let's be honest here. This is kind of what we expected from this game. The Czechs win the draw backwards. Puck in behind their own net. Crosby and his teammate work to get the puck back. The puck back to the blue line. And then taken away by McKinnon. Now McKinnon skates down the near side boards with speed. Back up the boards for McDavid. McDavid puts it up front. Canada shoots it towards the front of the net. Crosby gets a good shot off. And a save by Mr. Dostal, keeping it a 1-1 game here. 1:42 left to go on this power play. 9:44 left to go in this first period of play. And Dostal making a save through a crowd, fighting through it. Good screen in front from Reinhardt. Another face-off deep in the Czech zone. McKinnon wins it back to the blue line. Makar skates the blue line, passes down low for Crosby. Crosby back up for McDavid. Back down for Crosby. Crosby back up for McDavid. McDavid across from Makar. He takes a one-timer. Shot goes wide, ends up off the end boards. McDavid plays in the middle for Reinhardt. Reinhardt, Crosby back out front for Reinhardt. He can't get a shot off. Pass across, gets blocked. That was going to McKinnon. Back to the blue line for Makar. Makar down for McKinnon. McKinnon puts it down low. Crosby waits, skates, shoots it, tries to go short side. Dostal makes a save. Puck bounces out to the blue line. And McKinnon has to take it outside the blue line as they couldn't keep it in. Canada now passes over for McKinnon skates it into the corner. Puck around the boards. Reinhart puts it behind the net for Crosby. Crosby back up the boards to the blue line. McDavid plays it across for Makar. Down low for McKinnon. McKinnon puts it in front into the slot and chopped on net there by Reinhart, but a weak shot, and Dostal makes the save. 8:50 left to go in this first period of play. Crosby trying to find that little hole above Dostal's head and puts it off the bar. If he got it just maybe an inch more to the other way, he would have put it right by Dostal's head. Oh my goodness. Hi, Leah. Do you think it's possible we could lose? I'm scared. Anything's possible. Leah, welcome to the chat. The Czechs win the draw and dump it all the way down the ice. Anything's possible. Anything. But like I was saying, sometimes these games can be really tough. Canada had a couple of days off. The Czechs played yesterday, so they are absolutely feeling themselves already. Celebrini back to the blue line for Theodore. Marner fakes, shoots. Dostal makes a save. A rebound comes to the side, and the Czechs will clear it down the ice. Start licking Czechs, Marchand. Says Callum. All right, Theodore through center. Gets past the blue line, dumps it in. Puck goes off a broken stick in the corner. The Czechs will dump it back out into the neutral zone. Oh, Theodore doesn't even have a stick. Binnington makes a save. Holy shit. The only defenseman back was Shea Theodore, and he did not have a stick. Binnington makes a save, and the power play is over. So the Canadian power play, not only do they not score, I think they maybe got one or two shots. And then at the very end of it, Shea Theodore, the only one back defending, doesn't even have a stick. He still doesn't have a stick. Celebrini thought about giving him one. Now, Theodore will think about going off to get a stick, but Canada will actually end up icing the puck. That'll go all the way down the ice. That'll come back into the Canadian zone. Tired legs on the ice too, but that means Theodore can at least get his stick back. Quit the turnovers, says Snap Dancer. Yep. Skytrain Elvin, let's go Canada! Canada, Canada, Canada. Canada. Let's go, Canada. Let's go, Canada. That's what we're looking for. Horvat takes the face off in his own zone. Scramble draw. Theodore with his stick back dumps it in on Dostal. So no icing there. He's lucky that one rolled in on Dostal. Now with speed, Nietzsche's over the blue line. Puts the puck to the front of the net. Binnington heads it away. Kept in at the blue line there by Spacek. Nietzsche's skates down, gets checked there by Devontae's. Plays across for Makar. Starts out. Makar gets the red line, dumps it in. Puck in behind the net. Hagel jars it free for McKinnon. He loses it now. And the Czechs will skate out. Ruda passes up for Camp. Camp puts it across the neutral zone. Devon Taves makes a bank pass over for McDavid, who can't control the puck. Now Gudas skates up, dumps the puck back, drop pass, throws the puck towards the front of the net was Koss. And then the Canadians will try and work it out. Celebrini gets the puck out, kicks it, and then gets it over for Harley. Harley tries to make a pass, gets blocked. Then he gets knocked down there by the Czech defenseman Gudas. And then the Czechs will dump it in. Canada having a hard time with their legs. Celebrini. I think Celebrini just took a penalty. He stepped in front of Koss, who was skating in. So Harley's, nope. Yeah, so Macklin Celebrini just took a penalty. And so that means the Czechs are now going to a 2-minute power play. I mean, Koss just coming in, grabbing onto Celebrini, but Celebrini definitely gets in the way. We'll have to wait and see. Celebrini looks pretty upset with himself in the box. I invoke the power of big Trevor Linden. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. And then Trevor Linden appears. So they'll give Canada a commercial break to think about what they've done. That interference call is fucking soft. Yep. I think it's pronounced Kasha. Kasha. Andrej Kasha. Start shitting your pants, kids. My God, says Leah. Callum's out here with the Canadian symbol and doing the wave. Naughty Dobby. Yeah, he's always licking the wall. I don't get it. Now he's just chilling in bed. So the thing is when he was very young, the first time we left it at home, he literally chewed the walls. He chewed the baseboards. He chewed the walls. So we don't let him lick the walls because we assume then he will then bite the walls. And we need to make sure he's not biting the walls. So here we are. Dobby's new favorite thing is apparently to lick the walls. All tense times here. Canada currently being outshot by the Czechs. Yeah, this website's all janky. So Canada has 7 shots. Yeah. That's crazy. It's Theodore, the only one defending. Yeah, 7 shots for Canada, 8 for Czechia. Czechia goes to the power play. Canada wins the draw and dumps it down the ice, so that's at least a good start to this penalty kill. Celebrini, 2 minutes for interference, sits in the box, sits in the bin of punishment. I try not to buy into the refs making things personal, but an American ref aggressively making soft interference calls makes me less than happy. Yeah. Canada intercepts it. Back to the blue line. Hronek keeps it in. Puck to the corner for Pasta. Pasta back to the blue line for Hronek. Down low for Chervenko. Shot to the front of net. Saved by Bennington. Puck rung around the boards. And that puck will go off the glass and out of play. With 1:17 left to go on the power play. 1:17 left to go on the power play for the Czechs. Oshkosh Bagosh. Chervenka. Oh, hit Sedlak in front. Bennington didn't even have to make the save. Went off Sedlak's booty. And then Devontae clears it. Horvat can't win the draw. Pass across. How did they not score that? Oh my God. Holy cow. That guy had all the side of the net to shoot at. Holy mother. Chervenka had all the space, all the net to shoot at, and shoots it high and wide over the top of the net. An amazing chance for the Czechs. Pass back to the blue line. Hronek passes down low, and the Czechs have scored on the power play. A pass down low by Hronek to the boards, and Pasternak scores a goal assisted by one Philip Hronek, and the Canadians are down 2-1 here in this elimination game. Horvat can't win the draw. Puck back to the blue line. And then Sedlak. Fake shot from Hronek. Pass down low for Pasta. And Pasternak makes no mistake. Top corner, short side. Bennington did not have a chance on this, as Pasternak takes that shot from the Alexander Ovechkin spot. And here we are. 2-1 lead with 5:11 left to go in this first period of play as the Czechs stun the Canadians. These Czechs are plucky, says Justin. Yeah. And like I said, this is what I expected. Not necessarily maybe the score, but the Czechs are coming out flying. They played yesterday. They have their legs. Canada looks a little bit tentative. They look like their legs aren't working very well for them. And sometimes you will see this when the team plays the day before. Now Tom Wilson gets into it in front of the Czech bench. He didn't like a late hit that McDavid took. We got Chlapik talking smack with Wilson. The referees come in to separate them. Gudis comes in to get his 2 cents in. Wilson turns to respond. Whew. No stress here. No stress here. Swear jar. Too evil. Connie McKenzie. Swear jar. Change spots again. Just incredible. Says nice goal by Pasta. Great pass from Hronek too. Muhammad in the chat. What's up, Muhammad? Hello, Russell and everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. We're a little stressed out. I guess happy for Hronek. Ya bum! Oh, shut up, Gudis. Bum, get a job, says Callum. Home from work today with a really bad cold and cough. I'm sorry to hear that, Shannon. I hope you feel better soon. Do you need some lozenges? Some see-through lozenges? Ricola. Oh, no stress here, right? Boo! Canada got checked twice. Yep. Fuck's sakes, Pasta. Boo! Ghost. Boo! And then Evelyn's like, bruh. Well, time to dig deep. Boo, says Connie. Snap answer, Pasta. Skytree Nelson, Paragraph Pro. Yes, thank you, Post. Boo! Boo, says Shannon. Snap answer, left post with an amazing save. Yeah, Horvat couldn't win the draw. And then back, the fake slap shot from Hronek, and then a pass down low. Just an absolutely beautiful shot. My goodness gracious. Pass the left all alone on Ovi's spot. Canada controls now. What in the Harry Potter's kind of lozenges are those? Ricola. Shot to the front of the net. Saved by Dostal. Canada recovers it. Plays the puck down low. Hagel in behind the net. Can't get the puck away after being double teamed. Puck bounces back to Makar on the blue line. He'll play it down low for Devon. Devon passes over for Makar, who walks the blue line. He'll try and put the puck towards the net. That one gets knocked back to McKinnon in the corner. He puts it to the front of the net. Blocked by Dostal. Seth Jarvis back to the blue line for Devon Taves. He'll throw one towards the front of the net. That one's blocked in front. And then Hagel gets knocked down trying to play it to the front. Now Nietzsche's brings it over the blue line. Stops up, plays it into the top of the slot. Spot check, puts it down low. And then a great save there from Binnington. Grabs that puck with 3:54 left to go in this first period of play. And then dislocated shoulder. Showing up with a $20 dono in chat. Thank you very much, dislocated shoulder. Dislocated shoulder hype in the chat. Thank you very much. Watching all the way from Australia. What an absolute beauty. We appreciate you. I hope the weather's going well down there for you in beautiful Sydney. Thank you for being here. And thank you very much for donating to Dobby's college education fund. It is his birthday today, dislocated shoulder. So maybe today we use the $20 to buy him a nice birthday present. How about that? Instead of his college education fund, maybe we buy him a nice present. That might be fun. Tom Wilson keeps into the blue line. Pass down low, gets knocked just wide of the net. McDavid onto it first. Plays it down the boards for Wilson. Wilson gets to it, gets pinned there. Plays it back to the blue line for Harley, who dishes down for McDavid. I hear the whistle going. No. It's a high stick. Oh, there's a truck outside with their reverse numbers on. Looks like they knocked it down with a high stick. So, oh, no, Tom Wilson's taking a high sticking penalty. Oh my goodness. So Canada will be shorthanded again. I thought I heard a whistle, but it was a truck backing up outside my window. Tom Wilson getting a stick into the face of the Czech player Sedlak. And Canada will be shorthanded again here for the second time here in the first period, giving up a beautiful goal on the first one. Why is the clock still going? 3:17 left to go in this period. Czechs to the power play, winning the... Oh, no, they can't win the draw. And the Canadians will dump it down the ice. Ooh, no stress, no stress. We're fine, we're fine. We're fine, everything's fine. I have lots of those cough drops as I get 10% discount at Walmart, so I stock up on cold and flu stuff. That's good. I love those ones. They're like mint and lime. Dislocated shoulder, hype, hype. And then Muhammad's like, go, Canada, go. Go, Canada, go. Go, Canada, go. Canadians will play the puck down the ice again. Veronic, first one back to grab it. Pasternak through the neutral zone. Gets over the blue line, dumps it back. Gets the pass down the boards, puts the puck into the middle. That one goes just past Nietzsche's. Nietzsche's in the faceoff circle far side. Puts it back to the blue line. Now he gets it back on the half boards. Pass across for Pasta. Pasta puts it down low for his teammate, Cervenka. Cervenka back to the blue line. Pass across, same spot as before, but this one gets blocked. The one-timer ends up in the corner. Stone takes the puck. He'll start out slowly. Cuts across the neutral zone. He'll take his sweet time. He'll flip it right in. Trying to get the goalie Dostal to have to stop that one, but Dostal quickly plays it to the side. And the Czechs will skate out through the neutral zone. Puck intercepted now. Hagel brings it in, passes for Devon Taves, takes a shot to the front of the net. Then Suzuki also chops at the rebound. The Czechs bring it back behind their own net. And they'll start out slowly. 15 seconds left to go on the power play. Nosek puts it in deep. Doughty takes a hit. Puck around the boards, picked up there by Schlappick. He'll play it behind the net, but Doughty will pick it up. And that'll do it for the power play at least. So the Canadians managed to kill off the second power play the Czechs had this period. Now a pass all the way up for Wilson out of the box. He can't get it deep though, and the Czechs will put it deep as David Comp does the right thing. Oh, Drew Doughty tries to play the puck around the boards, ends up completely missing the puck. Now the Czechs are in there digging away. Stransky and Camp can't come up with it. McDavid with speed through the neutral zone. He'll make a pass over for Celebrini. Stops up. Makes a couple moves. He'll play down low for McDavid. McDavid, McKinnon, and Celebrini together again. Puck chopped back to the blue line by McKinnon, but that splits the D and he'll go all the way down the ice. Dislocated shoulder says, happy birthday, Dobby Dog. Thank you very much. We appreciate that, dislocated shoulder. Canada. Canada. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. Oh, McDavid jumped at the line. 19.5 seconds left to go in the period. McDavid and McKinnon getting their signals crossed. As it looks like McDavid made an extra move at the blue line. We'll see what kind of mood Dusty's in this early morning game as Canada struggles to get their feet under them. My goodness gracious. I'm a little stressed out here, guys. Play is underway. The Czechs will put it all the way down the ice, though. The first period is over now. So let's update this. Canada trails after one. First intermission. Scary, scary stuff right now, guys. Very, very scary. You're right, Callum. You should get Dobby a bag of balloons. My Ruby favorite toys, balloons. Laugh out loud. Dobby, I don't know if Dobby really likes balloons. Okay, let's get Dustin on the line. Had to make sure everything was set up properly here. It's like I'm moving extra slow today for some reason. All right, guys. Let's see what the expert has to say about this slow start for Canada as they're down 2-1. Legs look like they aren't quite moving. Let's see what the man, the myth, the legend, Dustin Boydell.
Well, sometimes you take teams for granted, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, though, that's something you see a lot of the time, right? Czechs played yesterday. They already kind of have their movement going on. So this is kind of what I expected. Honestly, being down by 1 goal right now is probably the second best scenario. Canada maybe being tied after 1 was kind of what I was hoping for, but being down by 1 isn't the worst thing in the world.
No, it could have very easily been down by 2 or 3 goals there. One rang off the post, a couple of costly turnovers and another high sticking penalty by Tom Wilson. I will say, great goal by Celebrini. Good forecheck / back check, I guess, depending on how you look at it, from Connor McDavid. And then a nice backhand pass there to find Celebrini, who just threads it through the defenseman's skates, beating Dostal glove side there. The first goal against, just you can't make that turnover in the neutral zone, and Mark Stone knows that. He's not usually the type to do that, just a bit of a sloppy play, which turned into scattered D, and not tying a guy up properly in front of the net. And then the second goal, so I was digging into the IIHF rule book because I wanted to confirm something. And on Pasternak's power play goal, that faceoff should have been blown dead and redropped. So the Czech player actually won that faceoff with his skate. He ties up the Canadian player, kicks the puck back with his skate, then shoots it back to his defenseman with his stick. And it directly states in the IIHF rule book that can't happen, and it needs to be redropped because it's an unfair advantage. So you can only win it with your stick, or you can tie a guy up and have a winger or defenseman come in and win the puck out of the pile, but you cannot gain advantage with your skates. So I believe John Cooper was unhappy about that on the Canada bench, and he does have a reason to be unhappy with the fact that play wasn't redropped.
Yeah, the linesman on that in the game today, the linesmen are a Canadian and an American. So David Breezeball and John Murray are the linesmen in this game. So wouldn't be surprised if that, obviously playing a different game here in international play, so I wouldn't be surprised if those 2 linesmen are not aware or didn't remember that rule.
Yeah, absolutely, right. And so, but that's why you have an international referee out there who could have blown it dead as well and said redrop it. Yeah, it's tough, right? The Celebrini penalty was a bit soft, if you ask me. I know that international play is supposed to be called tighter, but it was basically an icing call. And just the showmanship and aggression of the American referee who made the call, it was just unnecessary, and it just rubbed me the wrong way as a hockey fan. Just because Celebrini's just playing the body there on a guy who had the puck at one point, and he's just continuing to play position. He didn't even know he got a penalty, so it was really confusing. And anyway, yeah, they have their first test here, being behind for the first time in the tournament. We have seen Cooper adjust even in the games that they have won, because let's be real, they haven't lit it up in the first period all tournament. The first period has been slow for Canada the entire tournament. They have scored in the first, but they haven't started running away with any of the games until later on. They usually adjust in the second period, come out flying. The second period is when they have put teams on their heels, and then they just take care of business in the third. So we will have to see what is said in the dressing room by Cooper, what adjustments he makes. But as I have seen all tournament long, I would expect that Crosby and those boys are getting everyone ready to come out in the second period, telling them, the young guys, right? A lot of them, it's their first Olympic experience, saying, hey, there's no game after this. It's do or die. So Do you guys want to play for gold, or do you want to just be limping into the bronze medal game? So, got to figure this out, right? So let's tighten things up, and hopefully they can take care of business, get into the semifinals.
Yeah, should be interesting to see if they change up the game style at all. The Canadians haven't really been doing a lot of the dump and chase so far in this tournament, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit more of that. Maybe not so much as the dump and chase that you would see where they just put it in the corner and skate in for the check, but you saw a little bit earlier in the tournament too when things weren't going as well for Canada. It's that classic ring play where the guy on the far side rings the puck at the same time as the guy on the near side would skate in, so you can create some kind of north, south, east, west all at the same time, create some chaos in the defensive zone. And that's really what these Canadian players need to do. They need to start taking it to this Czech defenseman because, man, if you're trailing, this Czech team knows how to shut things down. Do you think the Czechs are in danger at all of sitting on this lead, or do you see them coming out here in the next period and really putting it to Canada still?
I think they're probably going to play cautiously. I don't think they're going to push the attack too much, because a mistake against Canada and you're paying for it, right? And your lead's gone just like that. However, I do think back to when Canada beat Czechia in the first game, and what made that game successful was the physical play, the hard forecheck. You saw McDavid throwing body checks, throwing his weight around and things like that. I think Cooper needs to remind the guys that is what made them successful against this bigger, faster Czechia team. I think the last two games, they had an easier time on the physical side of things, other than the stuff with Wilson and Cronin in France against France there. But other than that, if they can start pushing the play a little more, being a little more physical, they gotta leave it all on the table now, right? It's do or die. So they got 2 periods. They're only down 1. The important thing is tying it up, getting that next goal. You get down 2, and then you start to grip the stick a little tight in these elimination games. So if they can come out here in the second period and tie things up in the first 5 minutes, then I think they'll be able to turn the game back into the way they want to play, and we'll see the more dominant Canada that we've seen previously in the tournament.
Reichel, the Abbey Canuck player, former Vancouver Canuck player, but obviously now playing for the Abbey Canucks, playing for Germany here at the Olympics, actually ends up getting a goal and an assist. 2-point game from the guy. No one else on his team did get the 2 points. The Germans do, however, fall 6-2 to Slovakia, so no upset there. But nice to see a guy who needed probably a big dose of confidence being forced to play second line center on the Canucks, on a very bad Canucks team at the time. I mean, let's be honest, they're still 32nd. But no real surprise seeing Slovakia take care of business against Germany.
Yeah, not a real surprise there. I think Slovakia is kind of riding a high right now. They're playing good structured team hockey. And I think Germany just kind of ran out of gas, right? They don't have the elite star power, NHL star power. I mean, they have Draisaitl and Reichel and a few guys, but it's not super, super deep. They're getting better on the international stage. At the junior level, they're definitely becoming far more competitive with Canada and the US and Sweden and Finland. So I would expect the next Olympics for Germany to be even more dangerous. I think it would be probably Draisaitl's last Olympics, I would imagine. Maybe one more after that. But they'll have some of those younger guys that we've seen in the World Juniors coming into their international play. And overall, it was a good tournament for Reichel, getting a chance to play along with an elite player like Leon Draisaitl. It didn't work out at the NHL level at first with him. There were talks that his agent was allowed to look for a new home for him for another trade, but then that talk kind of evaporated as he settled into his role back as a winger in Abbotsford and being part of the system down there. I think it really speaks to, the ability of Manny Malhotra to get the most out of the young players. that rumor that the trade rumors around Reichel have just kind of evaporated, and he seems quite happy to work on his development with the Abbotsford Canucks. And I think that says a lot about Ryan Johnson and the Sedins and what they've been doing down in Abbotsford with those young guys. And so when he comes back, I hope it lights a fire under him and he can be part of that push for Abbotsford to, maybe sneak into the playoffs in that 7th spot in the Pacific Division. It's going to be an extremely tough task, but as they get healthier and get a rejuvenated Reichel back, who knows what could happen.
Yeah. Ravinskis also getting knocked out, obviously playing for Latvia with Bluger. So Ravinskis is another prospect that will be coming back to play for Abby. And we'll cover Abby more once we get past a couple other topics here. Canadian women with probably their toughest task ever in international hockey, because let's be honest, they got absolutely slapped by the Americans, embarrassed if you really want to say it. 5-0. They lost to the Americans, the biggest loss by Team Canada in international play ever to the U.S. women's team. They play tomorrow morning. It's going to be a 10-10 start for the Canadian women against the American women. Do you give Canada any chance in this game, or is it pretty much a write-off at this point?
So the big difference is that Canada doesn't have the depth of scoring that the U.S. team has. I mean, beyond Marie-Philippe Poulin, it pretty much is tough for these Canadians to generate offense, and they're trying to win games, 2-1, 3-2. Getting 3 goals for them has been difficult unless they're against the really weak opponents in the tournament. So, I mean, there's always a chance. You never know what can happen. A goalie can stand on their head. You obviously hope for the best because we're Canadians. We want our team to win. I don't want to write them off completely, but it is going to be a very steep uphill task for them to take down this American team that has been firing on all cylinders the entire tournament. I mean, they have not made really a single mistake, a misstep. So Canada is going to have to bring everything they have to have a hope, and it will be one of those, historic moments if they do pull it off. They're definitely the extreme underdog going into the game tomorrow, and that's fine. I always found extra motivation being the underdog. The pressure more so lies on the Americans in the game tomorrow. Normally, the teams are more equal, and there's less pressure. It's kind of spread equally on both teams. But when you're expected to be so much of a favorite, the pressure almost becomes more intense. It's not, you can almost overlook it, or, if you suddenly find yourselves trailing in the first period, then everything mentally is a lot different than you've experienced in the past. So we'll see what happens. And again, we'll just be cheering for our Canadian women and hoping for the best.
Yeah. My dream for that game tomorrow is Abby Murphy does something stupid, because she seems like a little rat piece of shit who dives like a madman, or a mad woman, I should say. I absolutely, her style of hockey pisses me off. She's probably the biggest rat in hockey right now. And that's saying it for both men's and women's hockey, because she is so talented, like so extremely talented, but the antics that she performs on the ice is just despicable. So I'm hoping that she's brutal.
She makes Brad Marchand look like a Lady Bing candidate.
Yeah. Insane. Yeah.
like it's, you're not wrong there.
Yeah.
And also now there's been some rumors online that there's some sort of women's heated rivalry controversy going on, that there was an American player and a Canadian player that were together previously that are now not together. There was a Instagram live or something where American player revealed she was single, and then of course the rumor mill online goes crazy. So there could be that extra flair of drama to the game as well. So I'm not going to comment on the rumors, just because I'm just passing on what I've read. So don't shoot the messenger. Just saying there could be a little extra maliciousness to the game tomorrow, let's say.
Let's quickly just cover. Unfortunately, we have to do this, but the Vancouver Canucks were back at practice yesterday. Jeff, I know, right? Like, I just made a comment on Jeff Patterson's Twitter, like, "Did you miss the beach already?" But he did update us pretty much on everyone. Besser, Rossi back at practice. Hedl in a non-contact jersey. They did have him split into two groups. Hilarious what they were doing for practice. They're literally just doing backward skating drills to start. So very, very light stuff to start. Oh my God, Twitter's freaking out again here. Hoglander did skate with the second group. Garland was the only one who did not make an appearance. Apparently he is just dealing with illness. I don't believe them at all because they're full of shit.
Nope.
He was injured going into the break. So, and then Zeev Boom was also at practice, full cage on. So it looks like theoretically the Canucks should have the majority of their injured players back, maybe save B for Hedl, who was still in the non-contact jersey. Good news for the Canucks, I guess.
Well, yeah, and Hedl did take part in the full 45-minute workout, if we want to call it a workout. So that's obviously great news. And seeing Rossi back is huge news because we all know how difficult the center position has been. So having Rossi be able to come back into that second line center role will help take pressure off PD up the middle and, gives us more depth in that avenue. But of course, a few more days here to go before the NHL gets back underway. And I imagine the next practice will be ramped up a little more. So we'll keep an eye on those red jerseys and keep everyone up to date as best we can.
Yeah, interesting to see Rossi pretty much admitting he came back too early because he was trying to impress the Canucks. So hopefully this extra bit of time has gotten him back to 100% health. No time for Matt Damon because we never have time. So
get out of here, Matt Damon.
We'll pick up with Matt Damon in the post-game show. Enjoy the second and third period, Dusty.
You as well. We'll talk to you then. Cheers.
Dustin Boydell stopping by for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. Look at that timing. It doesn't matter that it's 8:36 in the morning. Here we are, making perfect timing. Face-off dropped. Canada wins it with Celebrini coming in to help out. Makar passes up for Celebrini in the neutral zone, who dumps it into the Czech zone. Puck around the boards, gets by Makar, goes down into the Canadian zone where Devon Toews will pick it up. He'll skate over his own blue line, fakes a pass, gets to the center line, tries to dump it, and then that one's blocked by the Czechs. The Czechs are sitting back now, guys. This is what we were talking about. 5 of them between the red line and the blue line. So Canada will definitely be trying to take advantage of the dump. Puck in. Czechs try and get up the boards. Makar pinches in, plays around behind the net. Dostal can't quite get to it. Wilson jars it free for Celebrini. He goes to the corner. He gets checked, though. Pun intended. And they will skate it out through the neutral zone. Pasternak takes a shot towards Binnington. He'll play it to the side for his defenseman, Drew Doughty. Gets to center, dumps the puck in. Oh, he doesn't get to center, so that will be icing against the Canadians as Drew Doughty doesn't quite make it to the center line. And so the Canadians start off with an icing call. The Chechen players are, like I said, all between the center line and the blue line. They are absolutely choking up to try and prevent that Canadian team from skating through. Luckily, the Canadians had managed to get a partial change, so they do win the faceoff. Back to the blue line, kept in there, though. Doughty goes to the boards, can't get it. Now Kampf comes out of the corner with it, plays it back to the blue line, intercepted by Wilson, who will dump it out into the neutral zone. Gudas with a pass over for Niches. He skates in with speed, overskates the puck, though. He'll get it back, tries to play it down low. Chopped at in the slot. Puck rolling a little bit right now. And then Niches on the half boards near side, tries to play it back to the blue line. Reinhardt tries to get it out, stumbles. The Canadians do manage to get it out. Now Hagel gets it over for Wilson. He plays to the side. Are they calling a hand pass? I think that's what they're calling. Tom Wilson getting taken down too. Sam Bennett sitting in the crowd watching, a sullen look on his face. Matt Damon. Connor Gill, since when did you guys develop an infatuation with Matt Damon? Segmina in the chat, awful nice of the sheep to get set up a system for elite Euros to thrive in. Hello, you beautiful people. Hello. Hope you beautiful people are well. Nice to see you, Andrew. Welcome to the stream. Smash that like button and subscribe to Russell. Thank you very much, Shannon. The Czechs have now iced the puck. Canada first one back to get there, so the puck will come all the way down the ice into the Czech zone. Yeah, okay, cool. Just supporting the channel, bud. Thank you very much, Dislocated Shoulder. Yeah. All right, Crosby taking the draw. Wins it back. Theodore puts it over for Marner, who chops it towards the net. That one's blocked. The Czechs will move it through the neutral zone. Dumping to Adidas. Palat bouncing the puck behind the net. Harley plays it up the boards. Knocked down by Marner. Crosby gets spilled. Shot in by Mark Stone. Crosby up. Tries to play the puck back to Marner. Intercepted by the Czechs. And Spacek will get to center and dump the puck in. Oh, and then the puck gets kicked by Harley and goes to a Czech player. But Harley recovers it. Starts out through center. Turns back into his own zone, allowing his teammates to change. Now he'll pass up to Marner, who tips it in right at the bench. Lucky that he hadn't changed yet. Suzuki can't get the puck, and the Canadians will recover it in the neutral zone. Puck dumped in deep by Sanheim, getting some time. Dostal plays it to the side. The Czechs give it away in the corner. Canada plays it around the boards, and it'll squirt out. Parayko was not on the point, and thus has to recover it in his own zone. He'll start out slowly, gets to his blue line, and the puck will be iced. Nope, looks like they called it off. Now the puck dumped in. That's going to be offside. McDavid doesn't touch it, though. Delayed offside. The Czechs will now start out. Pass up into the neutral zone. Tipped. Sanheim chops at it. McDavid chops it outside the blue line. Now Pasternak gets it. He'll try and dump it deep, but it gets intercepted there by Makar, who plays it over for Devon Taves. Devon Taves starts out over his blue line, passes up to the blue line. Wilson dishes for McDavid with speed, comes in, puts it out front. Makar puts it wide on the far side. Great setup there for McDavid, but Makar missing the net. McDavid puts it down low for Celebrini. Lots of space in behind. He skates right up front, puts it towards the front of the net. Gets blocked there. Makar skates out of a crowd in the slot with it. Puts it down low there for Seth Jarvis, who's on the ice. Seth Jarvis skates up the near side boards, puts it back to the point. Canada flips it down behind the net. Kinnan takes his man down behind the net. Czech player looking for a call. Makar keeps it in at the blue line. Looks like that was Gudis looking to the referee, trying to draw a penalty. Canada dumps it in deep once again, but that's going to be from their own side of center, so that's going to be an icing call against the Canadians. McKinnon throwing a big hit. Wow, Crosby taking out an absolutely no sniff of an arm up. I know, right? Let's Slewfoot, the captain of Canada. Oh, Canada hit the post. Oh my God, Makar hit the post. I didn't even realize it. That didn't go wide. It went off the damn post. Camp gets warning in the face-off. Canada dumps it up the boards into the neutral zone, but the Czechs will get it and chop it back down into the Canadian zone. Binnington comes out, leaves it. Doughty plays it around for Hagel. Hagel has to fight with it, though, as he gets checked immediately. Now Hagel gives it away. Shot to the front of the net. Binnington makes a save with 15-15 left to go in this second period of play. No stress, no stress, no stress, no stress. Yeah, Sidney Crosby getting absolutely dumped by Plot. Just a full-on body check. How the fuck is that not a penalty? Yeah, now what's going to happen is I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. David Camp getting another warning in the faceoff dot. Crosby wins it to the side. Theodore puts it behind the net for Harley. Harley plays it up the boards. Marner gets to the middle for Crosby. Crosby gets in, gets mauled again. Ducks under a hit. Crosby gets it deep, though. Canada puts it back to the blue line, kept in there. Theodore wraps it around the boards. Crosby gets double teamed behind the net. get hit by 2 Czech players. Marner keeps it in. He'll throw it to the far side boards. Crosby goes to the bench. Looks like his leg is hurting. Now Canada tags up. Horvat in. Can't get the puck away. And then the Czechs will skate out. Nietzsche's cuts to the middle. Goes to the outside. Pass across to the far side. Shot to the front net. Binnington makes the save and he hangs on. So that's the kind of night it's going to be, I guess. Sidney Crosby getting absolutely worked over by this Czech team. No calls on the play. Gudas goes headhunting on Crosby. And then Nietzsche's and Crosby looks like his left leg. So Crosby stays on the bench for now. The referee fakes the drop. The linesman fakes the drop. Hurdle wins the draw all the way back into his own zone on accident. Reinhardt comes in, throws a big hit. Can't get the puck, though. The Czechs will play it down behind the net. Binnington stops it slowly, but the Czechs get in quickly on the forecheck. Back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Blocked by his own player. Sidney Crosby goes to the locker room. So Sidney Crosby injured and going to the locker room. Going to go get checked out. He's limping as he walks back there. What a surprise. A Swedish and an American referee not making a call when the captain of Canada gets attacked twice. Headhunting and a full-on body check away from the puck. Canada's got to figure out how to counter this dirty play from the Czechs. Horvat can't keep the puck, but the puck will bounce back to his defenseman, Cale Makar, inside his own zone. McDavid with speed. Devontae's gets the center and dumps it in. Dostal has the puck bounce off him out front, but it goes to a Czech player. Celebrini in the neutral zone picks it up, plays it up for McDavid. McDavid spins on the half boards into the middle for McKinnon. McKinnon tries to put it across, keeps it in, puts it down low for Celebrini out front for McDavid. McDavid shoots, puts it off the side of the net. Wraparound attempt, puts it up front. Canada puts a shot to the front of the net. With Sanheim coming down from the blue line. And Canada came close there. Pressure on McDavid. Now McKinnon with stride down the far or near side board, stops up, puts it to the middle. Celebrini couldn't get a shot off in the slot. Harley stops up in the corner, passes past his defenseman partner, but Stone gets it. Now puck dumped in by Celebrini. Suzuki takes a spot on this line for Crosby, who's in the locker room. Suzuki fans on a pass. The Czechs will take it out, dump it out past the blue line. Canada has to wait for everyone to tag up. Now they'll dump it right back in. Rung around the boards, comes up the far side. Puck to the middle for Harley. He shoots it towards the front of the net. Dostal makes a save. Puck ends up in the corner. Canada trying to dig it out of the corner. But Chlepik will dump it out. Drew Doughty starts out. Slows. Pass up to the blue line. Tipped in there by Marner. Stone picks it up. Plays it out into the slot. Shot to the front of the net by Makar. Blocked. Now a pass down low. Shot goes wide by Horvat on a one-timer attempt. And the Czechs will flip it out into the neutral zone. Dumping it deep. Kashe in on the forecheck. Makar takes it though. Makar takes a minute behind the net. Then he'll start out. Canada, good pass in the neutral zone. Horvat cuts the middle, backhander, rebound comes out. Canada takes a shot. That one's blocked. Hagel getting to it. Now he picks it up, puts it behind the net for Horvat. Partially blocked. Played up the boards. Makar comes in to pinch in to get it, but couldn't get the puck. Seth Jarvis backtracking. He'll take it now through the neutral zone. Gets the center, dumps it in. Hagel moves in. Spacek turns on the puck. Plays it up the boards. Parayko can't keep it in. Puck squirts out. Puck back into the Canadian zone. Parayko takes a minute. Passes up to the blue line. Hagel tries to get it down low. Canada keeps it in. McDavid plays it down low. McKinnon plays the puck out front. McDavid takes a shot. Blocker save by Dostal. Celebrini plays it behind the net for McKinnon, who puts it out front for Celebrini, who takes a shot. And then Pasternak goes down. Looks like he maybe took a stick. Crosby's parents not looking happy in the stands. Feverish action here. Canada doing everything they can. He bent his knee. His knee bent underneath on the Gudis hit. MCL sprained, methinks. The kid tried to duck and a check and took it high. The warning: don't extend with the Canucks. They're headhunting Crosby, says Bender Bear. And them, says Tillo. Fuck, Crosby goes down the tunnel. Yep. Boo, says Andrew. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Connie, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. How did that stay out? Your guess is as good as mine, Connie. And I saw you earlier, Connie, asking why you have a crown beside your name. So here it is. So YouTube has this this leaderboard. So dislocated shoulder with the dono has 825 XP, and then you have 125 XP. So you get XP for comments, and you also get XP for my goodness, Crosby out of the game. Come on, Canada, this is hockey spirit. What are the shots? Canada has 8 shots this period. They have 19 to 14 right now. 11 shots for Canada in the first, 8 in the second, 10 shots in the second period here for the Czechs, and then 4 here in the second period. So yeah, they're currently 19 to 14. The Czechs flip it out into the neutral zone. Nietzsche knocks it down. He'll play across the neutral zone. Hronek skates in, takes a shot to the front of the net. Binnington will cover it up. And the Czechs will make sure that Binnington has to cover it with Chlapik skating into the front of the net. Oh, stretch in here. Oh my God. I guess we should drink some water here too. Oh, Rick Tocchet looks like he's in pain. His favorite player in the NHL, Sidney Crosby, has gone to the dressing room. 19 to 13. All the XP. Kayla's like, ugh. Go Canada, go, says Callum. We need Bennett to do his thing. He's not even in the game, Tillo, but he's out. Yeah. Shot goes wide of the net. Canada chops it away up the boards. Spacek keeps it in there. Doughty hits his man. Horvat plays it up the boards. Seth Jarvis with the pass into the neutral zone, just ahead of the Canadian player. They're waving the icing off. Hronek gets to the puck, and he'll flip it high out into the neutral zone. Puck drops right down in front of a couple players. Canada will pick it up. Hagel takes the puck off the stick, but can't control. Now Pasternak swings, puts it off of Binnington off the side of the net. Czechs recover the puck. Sedlak back to the blue line, but Jarvis will intercept it. He'll work it down into the Czech zone. Bo Horvat throws a hit. Puck up the boards. Jarvis gets to it. Keeps it in for the moment, but the Czechs will spin, firing it back to blue line, kept in there. Bounces in behind the Dostal net. Wilson almost intercepts that puck, but then Tom Wilson does get it back, firing it towards the front of the net, and Dostal will grab it. With 9:26 left to go in the second period of play. What's my heart rate doing? Like we're playing D&D, yep. What up, fellas? Just tuning in. It is 2-1 right now. Czechia is leading Canada here in this second period of play. Crosby's left the game injured. How are we losing? What happened? Close game or just unlucky? I mean, Czechia is playing well. So tough sledding right now. U.S. referee, that is true. Get the coffee. Get that coffee in you, Rusty. I've already had 2. I shouldn't drink any more coffee. It'll be too much. So we're gonna get onto the water right now. The Czechs looking to take out the favorite. Connie says, "Go Canada, go!" Kayla says, "I would hate to be puck." Yeah, wouldn't it suck to be a puck and slapped around? Crosby walking slowly back to the locker room. Looking like Crosby's going for a stroll. Seeing if what he can do. But right now, if he's not on the bench, that is a bad sign. Marner has been quiet. Yep. Anyone else just miss Horvat? Yeah, I do. I do. Canadian uniforms look like Hugo Boss made them. Do you think they all got a free bottle of cologne as well with their Hugo Boss uniforms? I miss Bo. It's fun to say, "Go, Bo, go, Bo, go, Bo," really fast. Go, Bo, go, Bo, go, Bo, go, Bo, go, Bo, go, Bo, go, Bo. Water and blue solo is most definitely straight vodka. What do you mean? Breakfast vodka. It's just breakfast vodka. Breakfast vodka is different than regular vodka. McDavid spins behind the back net. Tries to play it out front. McKinnon has a swing and a miss. The Czechs will now move out on a swing and a miss, as Palat will dump it in deep. Makar can't get to it. Pass out front. Blocked there by McDavid. He'll pick it up in the corner. He gets rubbed out. Foxa comes in. Taves is there. Makar's there as well. Palat, Hurdle. And the Czech players are happy just to pin it to the boards. This is insane. They're literally not even trying to move it. Just blow the fucking whistle, you dumbass referees. Yeah, there we go. So it's going to be a penalty against the Czechs, I believe. Because the Czechs are a bunch of fucking idiots. That's not hockey. This is what the Ontario Reign were doing against against the Abbey Canucks as well. So Kempny comes in and cross-checks McDavid. He's going to take a penalty. So Canada gets a much-needed power play here. See what they can do with the extra man. So here we go. Okay, boys, let's go here, says Paragraph Bro. Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Sure, that's what they all say, Rusty. So McKinnon getting cross-checked by Kempny. So Canada will probably start their second power play unit. And then go from there. Because the top power play unit, most of them were out there to start. Oh, no, they are starting with the first power play unit. But Celebrini takes Crosby's spot. 8:36 left to go. 2-minute power play for Canada. Kempny goes to the box for cross-checking. They're going to call it interference. McKinnon wins it back. Makar puts it down for McDavid. McDavid for Celebrini. Celebrini puts it up the boards for McDavid. Puck gets past him, but Reinhart plays it down for Celebrini. Plays it out front, away from McKinnon, though. Puck squirts in on Dostal. Plays it to the side, back to the blue line. Kept in there by Makar. Makar plays it down low to the far side for McDavid. Oh, it's Celebrini trying to put it out front, but can't quite get enough juice on that pass. Bennington comes out because the puck got cleared all the way down to him. Makar drops the puck in the neutral zone. McDavid skating onto it with speed across the blue line. Dish to the side. Celebrini puts it back to the blue line. McKinnon across for McDavid. Down low there for Celebrini. He'll skate up the near side boards. Down low again for McDavid. He puts it across for McKinnon. Shot to the front of the net. Canada scores! Canada ties the game on the power play. You love to see it. Oh my God, what a play. And Nathan McKinnon takes the pass from the corner and rips it past Dostal. And Canada takes some of the pressure up, but not all of it. This isn't over yet. And they make it a 2-2 game here with 7:44 left to go in the second period of play. 22 shots, 2-2 the score, second period. Woo! Ooh, you'll love to see it. What a pass from McDavid, and then McKinnon. And rather than shooting it right away, fakes a shot and then finds it through, just right through the crowd, off the post and into the net. And Canada ties it up. And Mr. Dustin Boydell is so excited that he drops 5 gifted memberships into the chat. Look at that. Thank you very much, McDavid. Dustin Boydell. And those gifted memberships go out to Brian Hamber, Woofers McGee, Carol, Go Canucks, Go Choi, and Segmina, all getting free gifted memberships courtesy of the beautiful Silver Fox Dustin Boydell. You love to see it. Canada trying to get something going after the power play goal. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, Dustin Boydell, for 5 gifted memberships. And congratulations, Segmina, Brian Hamber, Woofers McGee, Carol, and Go Canucks, Go Choi. I think that, if I remember correctly, that's Brian Blingy Choi of Nietzsche tries to put it in front. Okay. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Canada, Stone brings it into the slot. Back down low for Stone. He tries to feed it up front. Good block there by Michael Kempney. Now packed back to Doughty. He shoots it just wide. Back to the blue line. Harley puts it towards the front of the net, trying to tip it on with Stone in front. Now Hagel chops at it on the half boards. Suzuki throws a hit. Harley tries to keep it in, but the puck will squirt out all the way down the ice. They're going to say no icing for some damn reason, because the linesman's a blind, deaf idiot, just like the referees are. Canada through the neutral zone, flying now. Bo Horvat puts it to the front of the net and looking for that shot for a rebound. But Dostal will make the save and hang on. Soul Search Guru says, thank God. And then Skytrain Alfred says, check 2. And then Bender Bear's like, go, 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 go. And then Fangirl's like, hi, Alfred. Coconuts go, 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 go. And then Leah Herring's like, go, 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 go. Lots of 2s there. Yeah, that's why I said them all. All right, Canada wins the draw in the offensive zone. Fires the puck, ends up going behind the net. Jarvis chops at it, gets stopped there. Second effort from Hagel. Puck goes to the front. Dostal will chop it back to the corner. Jarvis gets knocked over by Hurdle. Horvat throws a reverse hit on Ruda. Keeps the puck. Now he skates out of the corner, gets it up for his line mate, Jarvis. Puck squirts into the corner. Jarvis has some space. He'll put it out front. Canada chopping away, and Hagel puts it just wide. Seth Jarvis picks it up, puts it back to the blue line. That will bounce on Sanheim. Canada changing, so they're going to not touch the puck there. So the Czechs will have a minute to skate across. Looks like they are offside. So they're going to take it all the way back down into the Czech zone because it was an offside call and the Czech player decided to call it to touch it anyway. So that'll be an intentional offside. And so the faceoff will come all the way back down into the Czech zone. Yeah, 22 shots, 2-2 in the second period. 2s. Connie's like, go, 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 go. Canada, 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 Canada. Swerve Irvin's like, go, 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 go. Swear jar, go. Hell yeah, says Swervin. And then Alfred's like, ole, 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 ole. Hot, hot, hot. Paragraph for Dono. Hi! Jordan Tutu? Ah, yes, Jordan Tutu. Callum with the goal, go, 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 go. Wave! Connor Cahill. This is the dangers of a tournament where a team that breezes through it is not tested properly. When they do eventually meet a team that is more battle hardened, that they're not as cohesive. Yes and no, Connor. This is actually the second time that Canada has played Czechia. So this is a rematch. But Czechia played yesterday, like me and Dustin talked about. So the Czech have come out firing. Canada looked a little sloppy in the first period. They have definitely carried the play here more in the second period, now with 12 shots to the Chechians 4. So Canada definitely still carrying the play, but it's still a 2-2 game. Faceoff will come all the way down back into the Czech zone. It's not Brian Choi. Is it not? Oh, all right. Thank you for letting me know. Czechs win the draw. Celebrini, dog on a bone, gets the puck deep again. Czechs dump it out. Palat flips it to the far side. First one onto is Devon Taves. He'll play it into the neutral zone. No icing there because Hronek had a chance to play it and didn't. Now Hronek takes a big hit there from Celebrini. Jars the puck free. Celebrini flying out there, but the Czechs will come in. 2-on-2, puck back. Shot to the front of the net. Goes wide of that on the far side, off the boards, back to the blue line. Another one shot to the front of that. Devon Taves blocks that one. Now a pass across for Celebrini. He puts it across for McDavid. He takes a shot to the far side. Misses the net. Kept in by Makar, though. He'll flip it down behind the net. Celebrini, first one onto it. He'll pin it to the board there. Takes his man down. Gudas. And then the Czechs will dump it in. Drew Doughty, first one onto it in the corner. Has to negotiate around a stick in the corner. Drew Doughty, pass up to the blue line. Canada, first one in onto it. So Dostal comes out, plays it around the boards, back to the blue line, goes off Drew Doughty. And the Czechs will come in. Pasternak plays it through himself on the boards, puts the puck to the front of the net for David Kampf, who had a good chance there, but the puck will go wide. Kampf in the corner, plays it over for Pasta. Back to the blue line. Spacek with a shot. Binnington makes a save. Rebound comes out into the slot. And then Reinhardt clears it to the side. Good save there from Binnington, keeping this a 2-2 tie with just 4 minutes left to go in the second period of play. Tom Wilson throws a hit on Spacek. David Pasternak gets leveled, and the Canadians will dump it down the ice. Marchand into the game now. We got Marchand and Wilson out there. Puck kept in there by the Canadians. Puck on the half boards, back to the blue line. Shot to the front of that. That one's blocked and goes out of play. There's a stick in the corner, stuck in the boards. Whose stick is that? Looks like a Canadian stick. Oh my God. He's 23, 6'5", 230 pounds. Can the Canucks get Quinton Byfield? Yeah, what a save by Binnington. And then the rebound gets a blocker on it with, David Kampf playing well in this game, getting a couple really good chances. Pasternak gets a good chance, and then David Kampf does as well. Face off in the Czech zone. The Czechs will win it back. Crosby still out of this game. Suzuki taking his spot on that third line. Marner and Stone digging behind the net with Hronek pinning it to the boards. Canada comes out with it. Pass into the slot. Shot by Parayko. Save. Rebound comes across. And Canada puts it in. Oh, is that off the post? Off the post. Stone had a wide open net. Put it off the post. What a great chance. Parayko dishes to the side for Stone. Stone throws it towards the front of the net. That one gets blocked by his own man. The Czechs will put it all the way down the ice. Rolling puck. Good weight there for Canada. Suzuki puts it off the post. He had a wide open net. I think the puck was rolling on him. And he puts it off the bar. Shot down low. Passed by Marner. And Suzuki puts it off the inside far bar. And out. Oh my God. Tough angle for him. Puck across. Canada wins the draw. Back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. McDavid gets the rebound and fires it toward Dostal. Now he digs it out of the corner, puts it back to Makar. Makar skates with a shifty move, fires it towards Dostal, makes the save. Rebound drops and is picked up by Niches. He'll start out. But then his teammate Makar steps up and pokes it down low. Skates all the way behind the net. Plays it up to the half boards far side. Now McDavid puts it down low and chopped just wide by Makar. Backhander was weak wide. Makar skates back to the point. High slot, puts it towards the net, hits Celebrini in front, and the Czechs Hurdle will pick it up. Makar steps up on Hurdle. Hurdle puts it down low, good weight on it, so not enough for icing. Sanheim puts the puck all the way up into the other zone. Hagel tries to put it across, deflects just wide of the net. The Czechs will flip it out. Parayko tries to keep it in. Can't keep it in, but does well to actually prevent the Czech team from getting deep. Seth Jarvis skates out now through center, dumps the puck in from the red line, skates in, first one onto it, gets hit into the corner. Hagel comes into support, plays it back to the blue line. Makar puts it down the half boards. Pass across for Devon Taves. Can't get the one-timer to work. Hagel gets dumped in front of the net. He chops at the puck and gets it back. Plays it down behind the net. The puck will come up the near side boards for Devon Taves. Devon Taves plays it behind the net. Comes all the way to the other side for Hagel. Hagel passes to the far side. Canada back and forth. Devon Taves and Makar puts it to the other side for McKinnon. Into the corner for McDavid. And now the Czechs will touch the puck with 1:12 left to go. Canada will go to another power play, even though it already looks like they were on the power play. PP, yep. Make these fucking Czechs pay. So learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Radko Gudas slapping the glass. Whoa. The captain of the Czech team hit. It's a roughing penalty, I guess, is what they're calling it. But man, Radko Gudas has got to be careful in the box. You can't be slapping your stick on the glass. You could get an extra 2 minutes for that one. So Canada goes to another power play. Just over a minute left to go in this period. Important face-off here, won by Canada. Makar battling away, but can't come up with the puck. Kept in by McDavid. Not quite. As the linesman will say, that puck came just out. 1:03 left to go in the period. Oh my goodness gracious. Terrifying stuff here, guys. 1:52 left to go on the power play. Got the first power play in and out. McKinnon will take the draw. Won by the Czechs, and they'll dump it down into the Canadian zone. Binnington skates out into the corner. He'll play it behind his own net for McDavid. He'll put it back down low. David Camp aggressively in for checking. Makar drops the puck. McKinnon drops the puck as well. Now McDavid with full flight picks it up, loses it though. Puck will dribble into the corner, so he's able to pick it up. Tries to play it to the middle for Celebrini, but that one's blocked. And the Czechs will put it back to the blue line. Makar keeps it in. Great hold there, but the bouncing puck all the way down the ice as the Czechs will clear it down. 25 seconds left to go. Binnington thought about making a pass out, but Makar will pick it up. McKinnon doesn't drop it. Now he's got a burst of speed. Shot to the front of the net. Rebound to the side. Dostal didn't know where it was. Puck rung around. That'll go all the way down the ice. Binnington comes out. That'll probably do it here. Unless Makar makes a quick pass up, and they won't be able to do anything with it. So the Canadians will have about 47 seconds left of power play time in this next period. Canada goes into the second intermission, probably happy to be tied at this point. Oh my goodness. All right. Time to get Mr. Dave Brindle on the line. Holy stress. I mean, we knew this game was going to be exciting, so here we are enjoying it. Oh, yeah, Dave with the new duds on. Can you hear me all right, buddy? I can. Perfect. Go. Okay. Dave Brindle joining us. Action-packed first two periods. So much to talk about. I don't even know where to start. So let's leave that up to Dave. What do you want to start with, Dave, here? Because that there's so much to talk about that in this busy first two periods.
You think so? Really?
Yeah.
That's the weirdest first two periods I've seen Canada play yet. Especially the first period. They were all over the place. They were confused. They were giving the puck away. They weren't winning the battle on the boards. They weren't doing anything right. Which I mean, 2-1. Come on, going into the second period. That's not the way it's supposed to happen until the second period. and then Canada got its legs going. It started to hit a little bit more, started going to the net more. I'm a little pissed off about the penalties that were called. It doesn't seem that the referees, referees are being consistent in their calls. I thought they were going to start calling a bunch of interference, but they aren't. And I mean, the referees don't decide the game ultimately. It's the players. But those first two periods were. What did you think?
Oh, well, I mean, I honestly expected that kind of a start. It's one of those things. Czechia did play yesterday, so they do have their legs pretty much going right away. Canada had the day
Yeah,
off.
I thought they'd be more tired. I thought their legs wouldn't be as fresh as they are.
I
But
expect that at the third period, and that's why I'm happy they've tied up the game because, and you'll see this a lot in the NHL too on back-to-backs. You'll have a team waiting, for example, there'll be the Edmonton Oilers waiting to play the Canucks after they have already played a back-to-back, and the Oilers actually come out and kind of have a hard time to start. We all know they're going to come back because they are the better team, but to start quite often, that's what you see. It's one of those things it was for me when I played hockey too. Man, like the last thing for comeback for me was my hands, and I think you kind of saw that. The legs and the hands took a minute for Canada to get going, but once they got going, holy cow, Canada looked like they were on a power play for almost that entire second period.
yeah, they got their speed back. Definitely, they got more chances. Can you imagine how many we'd be up if we hadn't hit so many posts? I'm concerned about Sidney Crosby walking off tenderly. It looks like something in his lower body. So we'll have to wait to see from Team Canada what his condition is. And is McDavid hurting? Was he hit on the wrist, or did something happen to his hand or wrist? Well, we aren't going to see from McKinnon whether he's McDavid, unless he's really really hurt. McKinnon had a good game. Speaking of people who are hurt, how about that first goal in the first period? Celebrini's goal, that pass from McDavid, wasn't that a beauty?
Oh, it's just an absolute beauty, and to see those two guys working together is just so much fun. Having the youngest guy, probably one of the youngest guys in the entire Olympic tournament here, Macklin Celebrini, just 19 years old, playing with McDavid. Absolutely so much fun to see them together and just finishing, right? And that's what we've seen from Macklin Celebrini in the NHL season. He almost never misses. So if they can set him up for a couple more of those, I think it'll make all Canadian fans feel a little bit more relief.
Almost never misses.
Yeah. He does every once in a while.
I have a friend of mine who says that Celebrini is one of the top two players in the world right now. You're nodding your head in agreement with him?
Oh yeah, no, I think he might be the second best player.
Top two players in the world right now?
Yeah, that's the insanity. If you look up, I'll even try and pull it up here quickly, because if you look at San Jose as a team, I think Macklin Celebrini is like a clear 50 points ahead of the next guy on his team. Like he is the MVP of that team, and it's absolutely insane. Let me see if I can.
It doesn't make him one of the top two players in the world right now.
Well, he's got 81 points through 55 games of play, and the next guy down on his team is Will Smith with 39 points in 42 games. And I get it. Yeah, you're not going to say just based on points, but it's the dog on the bone. Like he very much, for me, I don't know if you see the same comparison. Does it feel like he's channeling his inner Sidney Crosby?
Does it? No, of course not. He doesn't play the corner. Of course, he doesn't play the corners the way that Crosby plays. He's a goal scorer. What did your stats say about assists?
It's hard to get assists when the other people can't put the puck in it. Just ask Elias Pettersson about that.
Yeah. But he's a goal scorer, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so he's not comparable to Sidney Crosby.
So you you would say he is not one of the top 2 players in the whole world right now?
No, he's not.
He does.
We aren't looking at
28 assists, or sorry, 53 assists.
Yeah, okay. But not one of the top 2 players in the world. You know, he's certainly up there, but he's a 19-year-old kid, right? We haven't seen him play a full sophomore year. So, I mean, I think we have to wait and see how he turns out. Right now, he's having the time of his life. Celebrini has always said he's there to have fun. And as soon as it's not fun, well, who knows what would happen with him. But yeah, he likes to have fun, and he certainly is having fun out there during these Olympics.
Nick Suzuki with a wide open net puts it right off the inside of the bar. I thought his head might snap right off the back of his neck when he threw his head up after that one. But for a guy like that, another young guy playing for Team Canada, he's just got to keep his head down and keep on doing the same thing, don't you think?
Yep, and Jarvis.
Yep.
Another young kid. I think the young kids are playing really well. Want to see the older kids play better. Want to see more pace. Want to see faster and hitting. I think that's going to decide the third period. And stay out of the penalty box. Just stay out of the penalty box, and you'll win this thing. But it's not going according to script right now. I think most Canadians were thinking that we'd be up like 4 goals by the end of the second period. Ain't gonna happen.
Well, it's fun.
Czechia, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's funny. I saw a stat on Reddit, one of my favorite places to get information. A guy put together a spreadsheet, and if you're looking at quarterfinals in the last 3 years for international play, quarterfinals to the gold medal game, Canada and Czechia have now faced each other 9 times through the World Championship, the World Juniors, now the Olympics. So it seems like every time these two teams clash, it's always a close one. So one of those things, maybe we take Czechia a little bit too much for granted because they're right there in the quarterfinals with us for the most part.
Okay, we've got to pronounce Czechia correctly, because when we played our first game, I was doing it like you, Czechia, but it's Czechia.
Czechia.
You know, yeah, pronounce the K.
Czechia.
Czechia.
Looks like Segmina in chat agrees with you. He's good but slow your road. So Segmina's on the Dave Brindle side, so he does not think that Macklin Celebrini is top 2 in the league.
What else do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Over.
He doesn't like EP40, so you'd probably agree on that one too.
That's great.
What do you expect to see from Team Canada here in the third period? Because obviously they heavily outshot Czechia in that period. 17-5. It kind of just keep things rolling and keep it going the way they've been doing it.
They got to break through Czechia's line on the blue line. They're just standing solid, and Canada's having a difficult, although they didn't show it in the second period, but they were having a difficult time trying to break Czechia's defense. I want to see, like I always want to see, I want it faster and I want it harder. I want us to hit harder. And if we do that, we're going to win. If we don't do that, Dostal, got to watch out for him. He's zoned in. Binnington not having a bad game, but Dostal is yeah. And Gudas, I should say. I don't want to confuse him with cheese. Gudas, he's having a great game. And so is Pasternak. What did I say the last time that Czechia played Canada, the very first game? What did I say? Pasternak, that he's still floating around there. And he's got a goal. Watch out for Pasternak.
Yeah. Now you're talking about pasta and cheese, and I'm just getting hungry. It's too early for that kind of meal, though. The Olympics are well into it. Canada, as a country, has finally started to rack up some gold medals. Do you think some of the relief is coming off of Canadian fans everywhere as Canada's managed to put some golds on the board finally?
Oh, sure. It's always great when we get more medals, but we're just participating in a lot of sports. I shouldn't say just participating, but let's take a look at the population of Canada. All right, 36 million people, and you're going up against countries that have 350 million. You have China, which has 1 billion. You have other countries that have vastly larger populations than Canada has, and I think you have to consider that. But I think we're doing really well. 11 medals, not bad.
Yeah, good to see. I mean, that's one of those things. It always seems to be that way for the Winter Olympics, where Canada, it doesn't get any gold medals in the first week, and everyone starts freaking out like we're doing something wrong. And then once the second week rolls around, Canada starts getting a couple of the gold medals, hitting the top of the podium a couple times. So that's good to see.
Speed skating was great yesterday with the Canadian trio. I don't understand speed skating. I don't need to understand speed skating, but boy, is it ever fast. It seems like all of the Olympic sports, except for curling, and a few others, are really, really fast. And that's what I like about the Winter Olympics. Also, we're better at the Winter Olympics than we are at the summer. But I like the Winter Olympics because they're fast.
So it looks like the speaking of curling, the Canadian women's team has turned things around. Looks like so the women have started winning. They're doing a lot better. Do you think they still have a chance to get some kind of a medal?
Oh, sure, sure. Of course, they have a chance. You've always got a chance when you're in the qualifying or the semifinals or even the round robin. You've always got a chance, and we can only hope. What are you smiling at?
Segmina just put another comment in chat. He says, we're like two old hecklers on the Muppet Show.
Who are you, Waldorf? I'll be Statler.
Oh, you love the old Muppet Show.
Hold it. The old thing I take exception to.
Let's see. Yeah, no, you're a whippersnapper. You always have that whippersnapper energy.
Okay, have we got some time here to talk about what I really want to talk about?
Yes, the floor is yours.
So, all right, you see the new jersey, right?
Yeah.
This is Canada's hockey jersey. It's official. It was made by Bauer. So it was made in Pakistan. Now, I know, I got a problem with this, okay? It's Team Canada, it's hockey. Bauer has been outfitting Team Canada for how long? I don't know how long. And I think it's kind of insulting that these were made in Pakistan.
It's bizarre.
They should have been made in Canada, especially with the Buy Canadian movement. Yeah, they should have been made in Canada.
But the other thing that's ridiculous, Dave, is I'm pretty sure Bauer's owned by Nike.
Oh, well, then this just pisses me off even more.
It's that world global economy.
Well, listen, Lululemon was bad enough. It is bad enough. Thank God they got rid of the, I don't know what they were wearing in the opening ceremonies. But finally, they got the athletes don't have to wear that at the competition, so they look pretty cool at competitions. I like the jacket. I hate the great big huge logo by Lululemon. So that's what I hate about these jerseys. But otherwise, they're really tough. I like the red one, with the black maple leaf. They're tough, like something out of a game or something out of I don't know, an alien thing.
So, Dave, is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
I just said it.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I just said it. I'm pissed off that the official jerseys and the official equipment is made by Bauer, but sewn, produced in Pakistan. All right.
There we go. We got the
That's
picture of
what I want to
Statler and
say.
Waldorf below you now. So that's Segmina and
Okay,
Dave.
so now what's his name saying? Is he saying anything?
Segmina,
Good.
he appreciates you that you're both gonna have fun sitting in the press box heckling down on stage.
Obviously.
Yeah, awesome, Dave. Thank you so much for everything today, as usual. I hope to have you on again because, man, we want to see a Canadian win here. So let's wait to see what happens in the third period. But until next time, enjoy it, my dude.
They're gonna win.
There it is from the Dave Brindle himself. The Dave Brindle Show, everyone. Enjoy.
Stop calling it that.
Cheers, brother.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. All right. Play is going to get back underway right away. Going into this third period of play. Canada on the power play to start. The Czechs do win the draw to start. Putting the puck down in. Bennington cues it up behind the net. Canada has their first power play in and out. We'll have to wait and see if Crosby returns, but it does not look like he is on the ice right now. McDavid with speed, brings it down the far side boards, gets checked. And the puck goes out of play. Went off the official and into the bench, I think. 27 seconds left to go on the power play. Off of his back and in. McDavid was calling for the faceoff to stay in the zone. Number 95, the referee, feeling it with the puck going off his back. Play back underway. Czechs do win the draw, and they'll dump it down the ice, so Canada will have to start from their own side of center. Just under 20 seconds left to go. Drop pass. McDavid skates onto it. Dishes to the side for McKinnon. McKinnon with speed down the boards. Puts the puck to the middle. That's intercepted there by the Czechs. And they'll dump it all the way down the ice. That should do it for the power play. Just over 19 minutes left to go in this period. Power play is over, so Canada fails to capitalize on their opportunity. They'll have to play really smart now, hoping to not see the other side of the power play. But the Czechs will bring it in, dumping it deep into the Canadian zone. Cervenka can't keep the puck, though. Canada bats it towards the Czech bench, and that one goes out of play. Ends up going into the little box between the benches. The two color guys ducking for cover. Connie says, "Go, Canada, go! Go, Canada, go!" And then Tilo's like, "Canada, Canada, Canada, Canada." And then Connie's like, "Oh, Canada." Then Cal McKenzie's like, "Go Canucks, go, go Canucks, go, go Canucks, go, go Canucks, go, go Canucks, go, swear jar, swear jar, swear jar." Love Russ, you're getting names wrong. Laugh out, Russ, you're getting names wrong. Yeah, bro. Trying to remember an entire new team's name on the fly. Cervenka. Puck dumped in by Canada. Stone can't keep it. Now Nietzsche's stops up, falls, plays the puck towards Binnington, who bats at the side. Doughty plays it up the boards. That one gets knocked down by Nietzsche's. Hand pass, I think. So hand pass by Nietzsche's down low. So the whistle goes. 18-10, less to go. Cal McKenzie, guts or glory time! Hey, KJ, run your own podcast in your parents' basement. Cervenka has a drinking problem. And then Derek Wang comes up into the chat. You love to see it. Welcome back, Derek. Nice to see you. I say la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Canada dumps the puck into the Czech zone. Hagel gets hit but keeps the puck. Skates out front, puts it into the corner. He'll play back to the blue line. Doughty plays it down low, in behind for Horvat. Horvat brings the puck up, puts the puck to the front of it off of Dostal, comes back to him. He plays it across for Doughty. He puts it back for Harley. Harley fans on his shot, but manages to keep it. Puts it down low. Canadian player just took a high stick. The whistle will go as Hagel is on top of the puck. Hagel looking for a call. It might be a follow through, so who knows what these referees are going to do with it, but Hagel definitely took a stick to the face. It was an attempted clearing attempt, but I don't think the Czech player even got the puck, but he absolutely high sticked Hagel. So this should be a call, I think, right into the mouth of Hagel. Hagel goes down immediately. The referees have joined for a chat. Drew Doughty, Pasta there, Hurdles there as well, listening to the conversation. The referee's going to give their announcement now. $17:32 left to go. Looks like no penalty on the call. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. Not a fall through if he misses and not touch the puck. So that should be a high sticking call. Bad call by the referees. They once again missed the point. Puck into the Canadian zone. Marchand and Wilson out there. Wilson gives it away at the blue line. Puck dumped in. Canada plays it behind their own net. Parayko. Pass out down the ice. Tipped in by the Czech, so no icing there. Cervenka loses the puck in the neutral zone. Parayko passes up for Wilson, who dishes to the side for Sanheim. Parayko waits as the forward line will change. Got the top line of McDavid coming out with Celebrini and McKinnon now. The Czechs will block a pass. The puck deflects into their zone. Spacek plays it up to the blue line. Pasternak gets it into the neutral zone. Sanheim blocks the attempted entry, and then Binnington will play it around the boards. Puck squirts out. They're going to call it offside as the Czech player played it inside the blue line. It's part of the script. Connie, I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Neo Citron and in my comfy chair watching the Canada game. That's good to hear, Shannon. Get some rest. X2 May. Oh, they're rigging it. Oh yeah, I forgot. While I was chatting with Dave, I didn't have a chance to do this. But dislocated shoulder showing up with 5 gifted memberships into the chat. So thank you very much. Icing call against the Canadians. Learn the rules. 16-19 left to go. Thank you very much, dislocated shoulder. I appreciate you very much. Giving out 5 gifted memberships. Those are going out to Speakley, Blue Shirt, Kempner Canucks, Rome, and Charles. All getting free gifted memberships courtesy of the absolute beauty, Mr. Dislocated Shoulders. Thank you very much for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. I appreciate you very much. The linesman drops the puck, but didn't like the way he dropped it. So 5 gifted memberships going out. Speakley, Blue Shirts, Kempner Canucks, Rome, and Charles all getting free gifted memberships courtesy of our Sydney resident, Mr. Dislocated Shoulder, formerly Sherwood Shoulders, but since the Canucks traded Sherwood, he's been dislocated. Oh, Marner almost with a breakaway. Dostal comes out. He does beat out the icing call. Canada keeps the puck in. Suzuki out there with Marner and Stone. Stone intercepts it just outside the blue line. He'll dump it behind the net. Dostal comes out. Has it bounced between his legs. He'll play it up the boards. Goes down the dasher. Gloved ahead by the Czechs, but since it was in their own zone, no call for the hand pass. Puck down in behind the Canadian net. Harley plays to the side for Doughty. Puck gets by the intended target, Stone. Doughty takes it back, puts it behind for Harley, Now flipped out to the neutral zone. Suzuki puts it to the side for Doughty. He gets it in. He gets hit to make the play. McDavid can't get the puck in the neutral zone. Checks, work the puck into the Canadian zone. Doughty first one onto it. He'll play it backwards over for Harley. Harley takes a minute, passes up for McKinnon. McKinnon cuts across the neutral zone over the red line. Now pass up for Celebrini, who tries to put it down low for McDavid, gets knocked down by Gudas. McKinnon will cover it in the neutral zone, skates over the blue line, dumps it. Celebrini tries to put it towards the net because Dostal had come out to play it. McDavid tried to let it go for McKinnon, but ends up missing it. The Czechs will play it all the way up to the other blue line. Pasternak plays it behind himself. He's being checked by Sanheim. Parayko working over his man. Puck into the corner. McDavid picks it up. He'll start out with a burst of speed through the neutral zone. Waits, puts it down low. Puck can't get down low for McKinnon. And the Czechs will skate out. Pasternak. Oh, that's Nietzsche's actually. Skating over the blue line, loses it there. Makar plays it over for Devon Taves. Devon Taves through center. Gets to the blue line, dumps it in, moves in on the forecheck on Hronek. Tries to jar the puck free. Canada gets it. Shot by Jarvis towards the front of that. Rebound comes out front, and Horvat couldn't finish the job. And then Camp plays it back to the blue line. Kept in by Makar. Makar takes a shot. Dostal makes a save. Puck comes to the sideboards on the near side. Puck down low, far side. Hagel puts it to the front of it. That one's blocked before it got there. Back to the blue line. Kept in there by Harley. He plays it down the boards for Hagel. But good second effort there by the Czechs, and they'll work it out. Now David Camp drops it for Nietzsche's. Nietzsche's with a backhander. Binnington makes a save. Makar holds in the corner. He'll take a minute. Pass across for Harley. Reinhardt puts it in deep. Czechs played around the boards. Marchand couldn't get there in time. Now Reinhardt follows his man through the neutral zone. Puck in behind, takes a weird bounce off the end boards, but no harm, no foul. But the Czechs will get it. Shot towards the front of the net. Oh my goodness gracious. Puck deflects out of play. 13:06 left to go in this third period of play. H.A. Dulles, fuck Messier as he's shown on the screen. And then, let's go Canada. Let's go Canada. Russ sent a photo of Charlie again. Ooh. Let's have a look. There we go. You'll love to see it. Look at this little cutie watching the game. Look at that. Look at how cute he is. Watch. He's literally watching the game. That's very cute, Shannon. You'll love to see it. Is McKinnon's leg injured? McDavid Brindle. Charlie sent a happy birthday video to Dobby. Thought I saw that, but then it wasn't a video. I will play it for him later. But honestly, Shannon, I'm scared to show that video on my stream right now because they have the TV right beside Charlie and it has the game footage on it. If I show that, they might ban me. So I'm going to avoid showing that right now. So we'll play that for Dobby later. X-Man is just like, oof, that was all scary, says Big Mac. Big Mac! Bender Bear. Tillo. What is this symbol? What is this? I don't even know what that is. Can somebody explain that to me? Fuck Messier. Been saying it for decades. Laugh out loud, says Ryan H. Agreed. Czechs win the draw to the side. Puck dumped in. Pasta comes up with it. He turns and fires. That one's blocked. Hronek. Pass down low. Knocked away by Sanheim. Now Stone picks it up. They'll make a pass up to Marner, who tips it in. Suzuki moves in, throws a hit on Hronek, who makes a play around the boards. Czechs moving into the neutral zone. Harley picks it up there. He's got to avoid a collision with Stone. The Canadians get to center and dump the puck in. Dostal plays it to the near side for Hronek. Fires a pass all the way into the neutral zone. Schlappick throws it across the crease. Nietzsche fires another one. Marner, keeping the puck on his stick, plays it back down into his own zone. Maybe an ill-advised one, but he'll get back and then pick up the puck and flip it into the neutral zone. Just over 12 minutes left to go. Celebrini dishes for McDavid. McDavid down for Celebrini. Tries to put it out front behind Harley, though. Comes back to the blue line. Doughty keeps it in. Celebrini has the puck skip past him behind the Czech net. And the Czechs will come in. Going to the outside. Turning. Palat puts it back to the blue line. Shot from the side. It's blocked. McDavid working over his man in the corner. He just can't control it. And the puck will squirt out to the Czech zone. Gudas plays it across for Kempney. Puck comes in offside. 11:27 left to go in the third period of play. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Well, Canadians are 32-17 now. Not as many shots in this period for the Canadians. Only 4 shots so far. The Czechs have 2. So we got Bo Horvat taking the face off against Tomaszek. Oh. My whole TV just froze, so hopefully that fixes itself. Wake up, Canada. Puck into the Czech zone. All right, so my feed is working again. Sanheim pinches in, keeps the puck deep. Puck down the boards. Tomaszek plays it to center. Pareko takes it. He'll play it back for Sanheim, who has to retrieve it from behind his own net. Pareko plays it up to the blue line. Seth Jarvis loses the puck. Pasternak skates out through the neutral zone. Stumbles, but gets the puck to the side. Oh, puts it off the side of the net. Oh my God. I think Binnington got a piece of that with his glove, and the puck goes off the side of the net. Now Hronek throws it to the front of the net. Puck to the front. Tomaszek chops it, or Cervenka. Czechia getting a couple good chances there. Cervenka gets a chop the puck over the net. Sedlak puts it back to the blue line. Hronek plays it back down to him on the half boards. He'll play it behind the net. Hagel, puck out front. Now comes back to the blue line. Shot goes wide of the net. Canada reeling in their own zone. Can't get out. Hronek keeps it in. He'll throw it off of a stick down the boards, back to the blue line. Puck to the side, onto the half boards. Canadian legs are absolutely gassed right now. Hronek in the corner, battling with Makar. Hronek kicks it free for Nietzsche, who plays it out front. And what a good stick there from Devon Taves. Ooh. The Czech player came flying in. But Devon Taves gets a stick on it and sends the puck over the glass and out of play. Ooh-wee, I'm getting lightheaded. Is anyone else feeling lightheaded right now? Whew. Oh my goodness. Wake up, woo! Jarvis is underwhelming. I wonder if he's banged up from the last game as well. Shannon, how old is Charlie? If we lose, I blame the Black Leaf. Yeah, Segmina and Dave Brindle sitting in the press box. Holy, get it out of the D zone. Emmanuel, Charlie will be 12 years old in June. I had him since he was 8 weeks old. That's very cute. My heart, says Tillo. Go to sleep, Canada, says Hachiko. We're going to have to ban Hachiko. Wake up, Canada. Wake up, Canada. Wake up, Canada. Then Callum's doing Canada Wave. Wave. Canada Wave. AJ Dulles, this tournament's like my one team to cheer for until the Jays start in a month. The Canucks, please just keep losing. Laugh my ass off. All right. Third period, less than 10 minutes left to go. 2-2 tie right now between Canada and Czechia. Czechia, as Dave Brindle corrected me. It is a noise, not Czechia. McDavid, McKinnon, and Celebrini out there. McKinnon wins the puck to the side. Theodore. McKinnon in the corner. McKinnon trying to dig it out, plays it up the boards. That ends up squirting back to the blue line. Now Theodore. Harley in behind, picks it up. Puck up the boards. McDavid spins, gives it over to Theodore. He'll pass up for Celebrini, who touches it. Down low in behind the Czech net. Celebrini tries to play it down low. Puck comes out front. McDavid almost gets it. McKinnon's being pinned in the corner right now. Just stuck there. Celebrini goes to the far side. Harley keeps it in, puts it down low for McDavid. Spin move out front. What a nice move there for McDavid, who spun out of the corner, brought it up front, and Dostal does well to hold that post and hang on. To be fair, Canada has been burning a lot of leaves since 2017. That is true. McDavid spins away from Kempney and tries to get it. But yeah, Dostal holds the post on that wraparound attempt for McDavid with a nice spin move. How in the holy hell does Blackleaf represent Canada? Seen one used anywhere also? Puck in on Biddington. Puck left for Reinhardt. Wilson brings it over, dishes to the side. Parayko plays the puck into the corner. The referee jumps out of the way. Hronek plays it up the boards. Stransky plays it into the Canadian zone. Koshe in pursuit. Parayko plays to the corner. Puck behind for Parayko again. He'll play it back for Sanheim. Parayko waits in his own zone. Marner through the neutral zone. From center, dumps it in. First one in onto it. Canadian player, Suzuki. Puck jarred free. Marner comes around, but falls. Stone back. Pasternak brings it over the blue line. Pass into the slot. Rayko Gudas with a shot to the front of the net. Rebound to the side. Rayko Gudas with a good shot. Binnington fights it off. Canadian player gets taken down. Rayko Gudas gets knocked away by Suzuki. And then the puck squirts free. Break 2-on-1 here. Nietzsche comes in, puts it back into the slot, and the Czechs have scored. Nope. After a couple dirty plays there in the neutral zone, the Czechs have taken the lead here with 7:43 left to go, taking a 3-2 lead on Canada. The Czech team going wild on the bench. Plot. Canada pinching in as Harley activates through the slot. Nietzsche puts it back, and Plot right down the slot. All the time in the world, and Binnington can't make the save on a perfectly placed shot from Palat. And the Czech team has taken the lead. The bench erupts on the Czech side. 7:42 left to go. And the Czech team has shocked Canada by taking the lead here. Puck into the Canadian zone. Harley leaves it. McDavid skates in behind his own net. He'll wind up. Cuts across his own zone. Drops the puck for McKinnon. McKinnon with speed. Dishes for McDavid. McDavid drops it back to the blue line. Theodore puts it down low for Celebrini. Walks. Puts it out front. McKinnon walks through the faceoff circle. Puts the puck to the front of the net. Dostal can't make the save. Puck squirts to the corner. Harley plays it behind the net. Goes off the dasher all the way around. McDavid. Reverse hit on Hronek. Plays the puck down low. Puck up for Celebrini. He takes a shot towards the front of the net. Rebound out front. McKinnon can't get it. Now McKinnon and Dostal are chopping at each other in front of the net. 7 minutes left to go. McDavid gets the puck at the blue line. He'll skate down the boards. Into the corner. Gets pinned there. Tries to play it up front. That one gets blocked, and Nietzsche will skate out. Taken away there by a back-checking Celebrini. Now McKinnon takes it over the blue line. He gets checked. Devon Toews plays across from Ricard. Got Horvat from center dumping it in. Dostal can't stop it behind his own net. First one's onto it. Kempney. Horvat tries to play it up front. Puck ends up squirting behind the net. Jarvis down the boards for Hagel. Puck squirts back to the blue line. Devon Toews chops it away from the checked players, but they will recover it there. As Stransky plays it back, then he gets it deep, goes off of the referee at the bench, so they're going to blow it down for an offside. 6:09 left to go here in this second period of play. Canada trails 3-2 off a 3-on-2 goal scored by Palat with Canada's third line on the ice. Marner just can't get back in time. Mark Stone can't get back. And the Czech team explodes with excitement. Cup Czech team motherfuckers. Gobo, 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 gobo. Czechs win the faceoff just outside Canada's zone. Puck in, slowed up by Binnington. Theodore starts out. He'll pass all the way up to the Czech blue line, but the Canadian player cannot make contact, so that'll be an icing call against Canada. Faceoff will come all the way back down into the Canadian zone. Just under 6 minutes left to go in this game. Shannon, let me know who wins. Just a quick washroom break. Work going good. Nice to see you, Coach Rob. Canada wins the draw in their own zone. Marner takes a hit from Pasternak. It's a good second effort to work it out into the neutral zone. Suzuki plays it deep. Marner moves in on the forechecks. Kempney plays it to the side. Puck squirts out front for Suzuki. He stabs at the puck, but can't get it past Dostal as the puck squirt out front. And good chance there from Canada. Big Trevor Linden, big Trevor Linden, big Trevor Linden, big Trevor Linden. Hi, Coach Rob. This is Fangirl. Can't believe this is happening with our stacked squad. Come on, boys, says Andrew. Straight up, says Segmina. Wake up, Canada, Canada, Canada. Coach needed to put McDavid, Sid, and Mac from the start, or Celebrini, even strength, not just PP. Well, Crosby's not playing right now because he's injured, so that's part of the problem. I mean, like everyone's talking about, Canada's stacked, but they are short Sidney Crosby. So that's a tough pill to swallow, but there are many other players on this team that should be capable of getting a goal. Hope you're feeling better, Coach Rob. The Canadian thought this would be easy. Never underestimate your opponent. Yep. The bright side would be not getting beat by the US. Laugh out loud. Worst game ever, says X May. Laughing and crying. Canada needs to find something here. Out shooting the Czechs here in this period. 8-5, but can't be Dostal right now. No. And then Big Mac's like, I ain't hear no puckin' bell. Come back. Come back, Canada. Come back, Canada. Best doggone team in the West. All right. Got the top line out again. McKinnon taking the draw with McDavid and Celebrini. 5:38 left to go. McKinnon can't win the draw. Hronek puts it off the glass, up to the blue line. Tipped into the neutral zone. Devon Toews and Makar will play pass there. Now a pass up for Celebrini. He fans on the pass, recovers it though, tries to put it down low there. And the Czechs will put it all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Team Czechia. Czechia. Keep on messing up their name. Bo Horvat or Marchand or Wilson are going to do it. Man, this hurts. Like, we play so good throughout the tournament, and now we are just breaking apart for some reason. Another face-off in the Czech zone. McKinnon takes it again. Can't win that one either. And now Hronek will do the same thing. He'll ice the puck again. So the Czech team is happy just to win the draw and ice the puck with 5:11 left to go here. in this third period of play. Goodness gracious. Maybe try somebody different in the faceoff, as McKinnon has struggled to win the faceoff in the last couple draws here. McDavid comes in to take the faceoff. He can't win it either. Hronek hits Celebrini behind the net. The Czech player will fling it out into the neutral zone, picked up there by Natchez. Speed down the slot, blocked there by Cale Makar. He'll play it over for McKinnon. McKinnon banks the puck into the neutral zone. Plot plays it deep. Puck up the boards. Celebrini plays it out for McDavid. Has to try and contend with that bouncing puck. Canada recovers in the neutral zone. Celebrini plays it back for his teammate, Theodore. Theodore passes across for Harley. Harley gets to center and dumps the puck in. Dostal comes out. Plays it to the side. Puck up the boards. Canada. Theodore comes down from the point. Digging at it, but can't get to it. Puck will squirt all the way back down. 4:20 left to go in the third period. And Harley will pick it up. He starts out. Cross center, gets to the red line, dumps it in deep. Suzuki moves in. Gets to the puck first. Plays the puck behind the net. Canada tries to work it out front. But Marner couldn't get the puck as Stone played it just outside of his reach. Theodore picks it up. Through center, gets to the red line, dumps it again. Skating in on it. Marner can't get to it. And the Czechs team will skate out 3-on-2. Cross the blue line. Cervenka puts it around behind the net. Pasternak can't get to the puck. And Suzuki skates out through center. Gets to the red line. Keeps. Dumps it deep. Moves in on the forecheck. Hronek's there. Bumps Suzuki, but Suzuki will play it to Seth Jarvis. Jarvis back to the blue line. Taves shoots and scores! Canada ties the game on a shot to the point from Devon Taves, and it might have been tipped in front, but Canada will tie this game. Nick Suzuki, after hitting the post earlier in the game, ties it with a beautiful tip in front, and the Canadian team comes through to at least tie this one here in the third period of play. Woo! Nick Suzuki gets his revenge after hitting the inside of the post with a wide open net and manages to get a tip on. He starts his whole play off with hard work behind the net, plays it around the board. Seth Jarvis puts it back to the blue line, and a shot, a beautiful tip in front, a shot from the point, and Devon Taves gets a nice, perfectly placed tip shot to be tipped by Suzuki, who tips it right down between Dostal's legs, and Canada has tied this game up in the third period with just over 3 minutes left to go. Sushi scores! All right, play is back underway. The Czech team has iced the puck. Go, 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 go. Paragraph Pro says, yes! And everyone's like, go, 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 go! What a perfect tip by Suzuki. Swerving everything. Go, 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 go. Fan go, goalie, go. So McDavid wins the draw cleanly now. McDavid puts it across. Makar puts it to the front of the net. Rebound comes out front. Celebrini gets dumped in front so he can get the rebound. McKinnon puts it towards the front of the net. That one's blocked by Gudas. And David Camp will skate out. He cuts the middle, drops the puck there for Kashe. Puts the puck to the front of the net. McKinnon knocks it to the side. McDavid stumbles. Puck will get out, though. Gudas in his own zone plays across the other side for Kempney. Back for Gudas. He'll pass all the way up to the Canadian blue line. That one's a high one. Who gets knocked down by the Czechs, but they can't control there. Dostal now takes it in his own zone. The Czechs try and move through the neutral zone. Marner plays it to the side and then gets chopped into the Czech zone. Gudas plays it across. Hronek skates through center, puts the puck in, bounces off the end boards, and Binnington is just like, hell no, I'm just going to hang on to this shit, and we're going to take a minute to think about what we're doing with our lives. Callum's like, goal, 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 go, go. Connie, McKenzie, goalie, 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 goal. Kayla's like, yeah. Suzuki scores. Woo, says Andrew. Tie game, says Skytrain Alfred. Connie McKenzie, go, 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 go. Bender Bear, go, go, go. Face off in the Canadian zone. The Czechs do win it back. Down the far boards, shot to the front of the net. Goes wide, actually hits a mass of bodies in front. Good work there by Marner to come in and get the puck away from the top of the crease. Now he'll pass over for Horvat. Horvat stops up, keeps the puck, tries to play it down low, does get it over for Stone. Now Marner and Stone out with Horvat. Marner tries to throw it into the slot. Puck knocked away. And the Czechs team will whip it all the way down the ice. That's going to be another icing call against the Czechs with 1:50 left to go. Puck yes, says KJ. Suzuki finally, says Hockey Spirit. Yes, says Big Mac. Check 3, says Skytrain Alfred. Ooh. 1:50 left to go. Face off will be in the Czech zone. Nick Suzuki's first goal in the Olympics. McDavid will take the face off. McKinnon beside him. Brindle can't win it. McKinnon plays it across to Makar. Shot to the front of the net. And then Dostal gets hit by McDavid. Looks like they're not going to blow it down. But Dostal came out to like grab it, ran into McDavid. Now Makar and Taves play pass in their own zone. Makar back to Taves. He'll get to center, dumps the puck in. No arm went up. Celebrating comes off the boards with it. He'll play it down low for McKinnon. McKinnon works it out front, but can't quite get it to McDavid. Back to the blue line. Devon Taves with a shot. That one gets blocked. Now a breakaway for Nietzsche comes in, tips it to the backhand, and Binnington makes a stop. Binnington robs Mr. Natchez with a clear-cut breakaway. You're right, Binner. Oh my God. Yeah, Dostal embellishments. That's actually true. But good block there from Natchez. Taves is probably lucky. And what a save. Taves is lucky he didn't get a call on that one, but Natchez with a shot to the front of the net. Binnington slides to the side and makes the save to keep this a tie game here late in this third period. Faceoff will be in the Canadian zone. 9 rejected. Attaboy, Binner! Binner, come on! Binner. Binnington. Czechs win the draw. Shot to the front of the net. Deflects into the corner. Cervenka puts it back to the blue line. Kempny plays it down low. In behind, the Czechs come out with it, playing into the slot. Good stick there by the Canadian player. Less than a minute left to go as the puck comes all the way down into the Czech zone. Kempny first one onto it. He'll pick it up. He plays it into the neutral zone. Canada has to wait to touch up. Puck comes in. Oh, and then Suzuki tries a wraparound, but can't quite finish the deal. 39 seconds left to go. The Czechs play it up to the blue line. Doughty knocks it down there. He'll play it across for Stone. Stone brings it over the blue line. He's being checked by Hronek. Shakes him, though. Space into the slot. Can't get it to go, though, as it gets blocked by the Czechs. And then Cale Makar with a foray into the offensive zone. Horvat dishes for him. Cale Makar with a shot from a sharp angle. Now Cale Makar. The Czechs will play it out to the top of the slot, and then they'll bank it down into the Canadian zone. 8 seconds left to go in this period. Canada will dump it in. Puck all the way down behind, and then a big hit there from Seth Jarvis. The Czech players don't like that. That'll do it for regulation, people. I did not have this on my bucket list today, so end of regulation here. As Seth Jarvis throws a big old hit on the end boards at the very end there. Devon Taves getting the puck towards the net. Nick Suzuki tips it past him. He almost falls right out of the rink. Oh my goodness. You know when they have the camera guy run onto the ice? And nice hit. Yep. OT. Overtime. All right, everyone. Who do you have as your game's winning goal? Who's going to score it? Okay, who scores? Squeaky bum time. OT, this is horrible. X-May stressed out. Shannon, 10 minutes, 3-on-3. Oh my God. We're going to go to 3-on-3 overtime in a 3-3 game. Okay. Fangirl says McKinnon. X-May says Celebrini. Callum says, I no longer think that Suzuki is overrated. Pachiko says Suzuki or Celebrini. Andrew says, I chose Horvat. Just. Or McDavid, says May. Cuz. Horvat, says KJ. Celebrini, says Big Mac. Not a fan of 3-on-3 and international knockouts. Yeah, me neither, Gary. Gobo, 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 Gobo. And then Shannon says, thanks to Chico. All the threes. Yep, 3-3. Connie McKenzie. Gobo, 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 Gobo. Julian, oh my God, boss can't work right now. Sorry, laugh out loud. I'll write a note for you. Okay. So, it's going to be a 10-minute 3-on-3 period to start. Oh my goodness gracious. Makar. Callum says Makar. IIHF should be 5-on-5. Yeah. So it's 10-minute 3-on-3. No one scores. Then it's a 5-round shootout. Makar. Horvat or Celebrini. WTF is 3. It's 3-on-3. Yeah, they just changed that. So it's going to be 3-on-3 overtime here. Oh my gosh, the stress. And they will switch ends again. Oh my God. Neither of these are my teams, but suddenly I got nervous. Horvat's on the ice. Well, let's see Celebrini top right effing now. This is awful, says X-May 2. Soul Search Guru saying Celebrini. Got some RCMP guys in the crowd. The one guy's cheering, the other guy's too stressed out. Never mind. Laugh out loud. Okay, Pasternak is out there. McKinnon's out there. Hronik's out there. McKinnon cannot win the opening draw, so one back there. Czechs will play back in their own zone. Through the neutral zone with a burst of speed. Puck goes wide of the net on the far side. Skating onto it. Makar will skate back into his own zone. Recoup. McKinnon, McDavid, Makar. Makar will be replaced. They've gone with Devon Taves. McKinnon stops up, cuts to the middle. The Czechs doing well to cover the middle of the ice. Canada, McDavid through the slot. Deeks to the backhand, tries to put it down low. Puck back for Devon Taves. He settles down a rolling puck. Puts the puck over for McKinnon. McKinnon drops for McDavid. Skates, puts towards the front of that. Rebound comes right up front. But the Czechia team will grab it. Nietzsche's now skates through the neutral zone. Picks up some speed. Gets attacked by McKinnon, his teammate. Pass across the slot. Shot to the front of that. Binnington makes a save on a good pass across. Is that David Kampf? Oh my God. McKinnon now drops the puck. They'll change. Okay. Through the neutral zone. Celebrini drops the puck. Mitch Marner takes it over the blue line. Goes right through everyone. Back in the scores! Right down the block with the time, and Canada wins it. Oh my goodness gracious. Nietzsche's on the bench. His hands on his face as he wallows in pain as Canada comes back and wins this game in 3-on-3 overtime and will move on to win this game and play in the next round of the semifinals in this Olympic tournament. Canada wins it in overtime, the final in OT. Mitch Marner, the winner, the hero, on a great play right through all three Czech players, and Mitch Marner coming up huge in yet another elimination game. Scores 2 assists in the Four Nations face-off final game to set up the win for Canada then. And this time he does it all on his own, skating right through Czechia's entire 3 players and backhands it past Osal as Canada comes back and wins it in overtime. Woo! I'll lose my damn voice here. Oh my God. Dustin Boydell with a 10 gifted memberships in chat for the fat victory. People's First Yukon, Gary Wiseman, Caleb Chapman, Castle Siege, RES Sports, BC born, Michael Yano, VXWXZ, Jason Negra, Undead Avs, all getting free gifted memberships courtesy of Dustin Boydell, Paragolfer Pro, dropping 10 gifted memberships in the chat, with Mitch Marner doing it all on his own, literally skates by all 3 members of that Czech team and drops 10 gifted memberships. And you love to see it when a bunch of our regulars get it. My goodness gracious. People's First Yukon, Gary Wiseman, Kayla Chapman, Castle Siege, RES Sports, BC Born, Michael Yano, VXWXZ, and Jason Negra and Undead Avs getting free gifted memberships courtesy of this absolute beauty, Paragolfer Pro. Thank you so much for your donation, Dustin. That's amazing. I cannot believe it. Canada wins it in overtime. That's insane. Holy shit. Oh my God. Ciao, Czechia. That's humongous. Oh my God. What a relief. Canada with a very gritty effort. Fuck yes. Go, 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 go. Canucks, go, Canucks, go. What a backhand. That was the most clutch goal I've ever seen. Laugh out loud, said X-May. Check 4. Canada scores. Evelyn, go, 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 go. Cal McKenzie, woo! And then Connie McKenzie, go, 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 go. Canada, 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 Canada. Bender Bear. That's what I imagine that is. Just screaming. Go, 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 says Big Mac. Woo, says Andrew. Boom, says Big Mac. Go, 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 says Humongous Snap Dancer. Ah, yes, says Bobby. Let's fucking go, says Big Mac. Swervin, go. Juliana, holy cow. I just got here, but go, says Heastone. X-May, go, 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 go. Tillo, woo. Andrew, Canada, let's go, says Juliana. Everyone spam, Swervin, everyone, go. And then Cal McKenzie, how you doubters feeling now? Go, Canada, go. Swervin, everyone, go, go, go. Incredible comeback, Swervin, go. What a win. Keystone, oh, Canada. So who do we play next? I don't think we know yet. I think that's to be determined. To be determined. Canada saluting the crowd at the end here. So it depends on who wins all the different games. They reseed after this one. So, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, Dustin the Big Boss dropping fat gifted memberships into the chat. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get Dustin on the line to celebrate with us. Wild stuff here. John Cooper having a chat with the Canadians at the bench. Oh my goodness. I got so lightheaded. Not as much as the Four Nations face-off. Dustin, how about you? Were you feeling a little lightheaded there for a minute?
I think my blood pressure dropped because I lost all the oxygen in my body. I don't think I've screamed Marner ever in my life. But my goodness, for a guy who was relatively invisible for most of that game, kind of like it's, you know what it reminded me of? You remember when Lauren used to go half speed through people and just kind of it confused the defenders because it didn't really seem like a threatening play. And then all of a sudden he just quick backhand beats Dostal far side inside the post. I don't think Dostal was even expecting it. And I mean, as much as the goal was incredible, two tournament saving saves by Jordan Binnington late in that game. You know, one on the breakaway there and another one in overtime on that 2-on-1 coming across and making the big stop. We wouldn't even be talking about this victory right now if Binnington didn't make that breakaway save in regulation where it looked like, oh my, we just tied it. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. Just absolutely incredible theater. This is why you love the Olympics. It is best on best. You know, there were some missed calls from the referees. A missed hit there in the third period that ended up in as a trip that led to the Czechia's third goal happening. I know it was a bad play by Harley shooting it into the Czechia player. However, before that, there was a penalty that should have been called, and then obviously the interference on Crosby in the second period. So a lot of crazy stuff happened in this game. I feel bad as a Canucks fan for Hronek, but on the flip side, I feel good that he's going to get some rest now because he played an incredibly high amount of minutes for this Czechia team. Him and Radko Gudas felt like we're out there every other shift. So both those guys are going to get a little bit of rest before they get back into the NHL swing of things. So that's nice on that sense. But
bro, Hronek played 29 minutes and 23 seconds into this game. I bet you if you looked it up, I bet you he played 25 minutes plus in every single game in this tournament. So it looks like Hronek was the high minute man overall in this game for both teams. As I pull up the Canadian one, the high minute man, I think, is going to be Cale Makar here. He played 26 minutes, so 3 minutes more than our highest minute man, Hronek, an absolute dog for this Czech team throughout this entire tournament. So he has to be very proud. And like you said, as a Canucks fan, you have to be very proud of him and what he did as well.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, it's heartbreaking that he doesn't get to go on further, but, he had a very solid tournament. You liked what you saw from what he provided for Team Czechia, and now he can come back, get a little rest before the, I think it's the 23rd, 24th that everything gets back underway. There's a 20, and also there's, anyone that plays in the gold medal game, there's a 24-hour mandatory day off that the NHL must give them.
Yeah.
So I believe that a lot of players will miss the first game back from that gold medal game. So
Canucks first game will be the 25th. It'll be the Wednesday.
Yeah,
So I think the NHL gets back underway on the Tuesday, but the Canucks don't play until the Wednesday. But Adam Foote talked about it in practice yesterday, essentially saying, Hronek's probably going to be the easiest one to get back in the lineup because he was essentially doing the same amount of minutes for Czechia as he does for the Canucks.
Exactly. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, Shannon did have a question about the reseeding aspect of the semifinals.
Yes.
And so when we say reseeding, Shannon, it just means that we won't know who plays against who until all 4 quarterfinal games are finished, because it will depend on goals for versus against. So goal differential will play into who plays against who going into that final. So right now, Slovakia is a +4. So they are holding on to first place going into the semifinals. Right now, if the game ended against Switzerland and Finland, they would be ahead of us at a +2. So we would be playing against Slovakia, Germany. So yeah, because of that +1, it's not the greatest. We could end up playing.
Dustin, are you looking at the score right now? The Swiss are up on Finland 2-0 right now.
2-0. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. So it's they could end up being a +2, right? So depending on how that game finishes, we could be on a crash course for US Sweden, or we could be playing Slovakia. So we don't know. There could be +1s because we went to overtime.
So Dustin, the US
we lose a point.
The US and Sweden are playing already here in the quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that
we'll play. So we could play the winner of that, or
So right now, like Dustin was saying, the Finland Switzerland game right now is 2-0. So if, let's say, Switzerland hangs on to that, wins 2-0, they're a +2. Slovakia is a +4. Canada's only a +1. I am assuming that this OT symbol here probably comes into the conclusion as a tiebreaker as well. So let's say the United States wins by 2 goals as well. That would mean that Canada would play against Slovakia, and then Switzerland would play against the winner of the US Sweden game if they can get a 2 goal win as well. So that would be some crazy seeding there for this tournament.
And I mean, honestly, going into the semifinals, would you rather play Slovakia or Sweden or US? I mean, for me, I'd probably rather play Slovakia,
Well,
but that's just my opinion.
All I can do is
but
remember
Slovakia has been cooking, so it's
all I can remember is the Toronto Maple Leafs fans saying, "We want Florida, we want Florida." So I make it a habit of saying, "I will take whoever we get. I don't care. I believe that Canada's the best team, so I'm not gonna put anything out there in the universe other than I'm very happy that Canada moves on, and they will have to just deal with whoever they end up." But I did predict that was my one thing out of these 4 different games for this quarterfinal. I said, I honestly think Switzerland has a good chance to beat Finland because they play that. We've talked about this, right? The Swiss team as a unit, they're great defensively. And so it'd be interesting to see if they can hang on to against Finland there.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking right now, Finland only has 16 shots on goal. So the Swiss are playing tight defensive hockey, and there's only 5 minutes left in the second. So, yeah, that'll be it's going to be interesting. And we're obviously all holding it back to the game, the Canada game. We're obviously all holding our breath when it comes to Sid the Kid. It looked like his knee wasn't the worst because he got it out from underneath him before all of Gudas's weight was on top of him. So hoping it's just a minor strain, not anything too serious, but it did look like the MCL took a little bit of a hit there when Crosby was limping off the ice, favoring that right knee. So hopefully Bennett isn't too banged up and is good to go for those semifinals. And also hopefully Josh Morrissey is back because there's a couple of plays there that Harley or Pareko make that make me a little bit nervous. And it'd be nice to have Morrissey as the backup power play guy when we have to go to the second unit when the first unit, for whatever reason, doesn't get it done.
Yeah. Big relief there for Nick Suzuki after hitting the inside post on a wide open net. Could have been a big goal for him there, but comes through huge. A great shot from the point that is perfectly placed for a beautiful tip that he completes and ties that game up. You got to think, man, that guy's feeling pretty good about himself right now.
For sure, and showed his hockey IQ there when the rest of the line went for a line change, and he realized, well, I'm the center. I need to push this in deep because he got shifted to the center position after Crosby was hurt. Gets it in deep, continues to fight to forecheck and win the board battle. Gets it free to the fresh skaters, and then just stays involved in the play because he sees an offensive chance developing, gets to the front of the net, gets the tip on it. And I mean, we're all screaming in excitement that it's a tie game. So a very roller coaster game, a lot of emotion. It's not going to get any easier from here. Everything's just gets more and more difficult. So a lot of wounds to lick before Friday. And we'll be keeping a close eye on the other 2 games today to see where everyone will finish and whether we're going to be at 7:40 or 12:10 Friday.
Yeah. Man, stress. And then I wanted to get your comment too, just because obviously ends up being 3-on-3 overtime in this tournament. Are you okay with the 3-on-3 overtime in a tournament like this, or would you love to see them go back to at least a 5-on-5 in that first 10 minutes?
In the elimination rounds, I'd like to see them go to more of a 5-on-5. Just because it's scary, but at the same time, it prevents a lot of these games going to a shootout anymore. And so when there was 5-on-5 OT, it pretty much almost guaranteed these games going to a shootout. And then it's 5 shots determining whether you play for a medal or not. And that I'm really not okay with. We saw what can happen to Canada with that in 98. When Wayne Gretzky was sitting on the bench because Mark Crawford, for whatever reason, didn't think he belonged in a shootout for Canada. And the rest is history. So yeah, you never want to see medal games or elimination games decided by a shootout. So that makes me a little more okay with the 10-minute 3-on-3. I'd actually like to see the 10 minutes adopted in the NHL because eventually someone's going to get tired and there's going to be an opening. You see it in the last minute of OT. Usually, like a lot of goals get scored in the last minute of OT in the NHL because that's when a breakdown happens because the same two lines have been cycling back and forth. It's wide open and guys start getting tired. And so you push it past that 5 minutes, a lot fewer games will go to a shootout. And so, I don't mind it. And I like both teams have the same opportunity to win, right? It's a possession thing. Czechia had possession. They had a 2-on-1, but our goalie made a great save, and Dostal got caught kind of sleeping.
Everyone talks about Wayne Gretzky sitting on the bench. I always like to point out that Trevor Linden was also sitting on the bench. I'm pulling it up now here. Trevor Linden is 9th all time in shootout percentage. Obviously, they wouldn't have known this at the time that Trevor Linden would be so clutch because they didn't have shootouts in the NHL. But once they added it, Trevor Linden had a 58.3% shooting percentage in his career in the shootout, which makes him the 9th best shootout guy of all time in shootouts in the NHL. So I always like to point that out because obviously I'm a big old Trevor Linden fanboy. Any other standouts for you on this roster? It felt like McDavid was moving, but maybe not necessarily. Yeah, like he had a ton of shots out there, but it almost felt like he was. Do you think, like Dave said in the second intermission, do you think McDavid might be nursing something of some kind?
Well, I think at this point in the tournament, they all look like they're nursing a little bit of something, especially those top line guys. McKinnon looks like he's maybe got something going on with the ribs or the hip. He looked like he was favoring the hip a little bit, the right hip towards the end of the third period there. McDavid was shaking his left hand out a little bit in the second. So yeah, I do think that these guys are, they're getting keyed on, right? That top line gets all of the best defense that any of these teams have to offer. That top line's going up against. Gudis is a mean piece of business, and he, there's stick work, there's body checks, there's all sorts of things that go on that you don't always see on camera. So sometimes there's a little bit of a slash behind the play or liberties taken with those guys, and they get banged up. It's a quick tournament. There's a lot of games back to back, and it's high intensity. So you hope that everything's just minor stuff, but the evidence is there. The timing seems a little bit off, and just Celebrini was doing a great job trying to win board battles and keep the puck available for McDavid. But after he scored that first goal, Czechia was on Celebrini like glue. It felt like he was getting 2-on-1 coverage pretty much the rest of the game.
Dustin, the Dobberton is getting a little. It's funny because a lot of people in chat right now are saying happy birthday, Dobberton. My wife is up and has, I think he's getting like, what is that, peanut butter? Yeah, so Dobby's getting more birthday treats. Just so everyone knows, stuff happens off camera. And right now, off camera, Dobby's getting a bunch more banana and peanut butter. So everyone knows he's getting. And Canada wins. You're right, Shannon. Canada wins for Dobby's birthday. Absolutely crazy there. Dustin, are you busy for this afternoon? Or because I did want to talk about the Abbey Canucks, but I actually do have to run Dobby to daycare. So I thought maybe, did you want to hop on a little bit later and we can do like a little Abbey Canucks post-game show later on in the day?
Absolutely, we can do that.
Cool. Yeah, let's keep
you do what you got to do.
Yeah, well,
it's Dobby's birthday. He needs to go to daycare and see all his friends, and so they can say happy birthday too, and give their presents to him. I'm sure they'll have butt sniffing to do and all the fun stuff that dogs do at daycare. So absolutely no problem with that. Hopefully, Dobby enjoys the rest of his birthday. Huge victory for Team Canada. Obviously, Russ will keep everyone up to date on the channel once we know what time Canada is playing. He's been doing a fantastic job with the scheduling, and kudos, buddy. Working as hard as ever to keep everyone entertained, and I'm happy to be here alongside you. And enjoy the rest of your day. We'll chat with you later. Just let me know. I'm available after probably 2:45 because
Cool.
I'll have to go pick up Oliver. So
Yeah, that should be perfect. Then I'll shoot you a message on Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll keep you up to date. We do know obviously the semifinal games will be played on Friday. So like you said, what did you say? The two time slots were the 7:40 and the noon one, I think, right?
Yeah, those are the two time slots. So
I think
it will obviously depend on the seating. I think we're probably going to end up in the 12-10 against. Well, no, we'll probably end up in the 7:40 against Slovakia because the first place team usually gets the primetime game, and
Well,
so the
you would think that, but I'm going to say NBC has their hands all over the IOC, so very much
That's true,
influencing
yeah.
it. So the Americans will probably, if the Americans move past Sweden, they will probably play at noon. If Canada moves past, or if Canada and Slovakia end up playing, I would assume. Let's say this. If Sweden beats the USA, I would assume that Canada gets the noon slot. But we'll have to wait and see because obviously the times are different over there. The prime time spot for playing in Italy is the 7:40 a.m. slot because if you play at noon here, it's actually 9 o'clock there in Italy.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see. We'll keep you up to date. Dustin, is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go, brother?
Have a wonderful rest of your week, everybody. We will see you on Friday. Stay tuned for the little snippet of Abby Canucks recap that Russ and I will do later. We will catch you all on Friday.
Well, the good thing about that
That's
too is
about
we'll be able to get you guys up to date because by the time we go live, all the games should be over. So we will probably be able to announce to you. Hopefully, they'll have it all up to date. So we'll do a little Abby Canucks in the afternoon because I wanted to talk about the big win. We're going to do the highlights again like we did, and then we'll also hopefully be able to get you up to date on everything that's happening in the semifinals.
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully we're celebrating a Team Sweden win. I could not tell you how incredibly happy that would make me.
I will be watching. Awesome, brother. We'll talk again soon and enjoy the rest of the morning, and I'll see you in the afternoon.
You too, sir. Take care.
Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dustin, for stopping by. I didn't even say it. Thanks for all the donos, man. You're going to fund Dobby's entire college education here. Like I said, guys, normally I would hang out for a little bit longer, but we are going to go live. So stay tuned for that. I got to run Dobby out to go to daycare because it is time for him to go. But we will go live again this afternoon. We'll do a special Rusty and Dusty show. I'll post a quick link for it for the show. So we're going to do an Abby recap. And yes, we are going to do the Abby recap live show. So we'll go live. We'll do an Abby recap, and then we'll also get you guys up to date on anything that's happening. Because by then, the Sweden-USA game should be over. The Finland game with Switzerland should be over as well. So we'll go live. I'm going to anticipate we'll probably go live probably around 3 o'clock this afternoon once everything's all finished up. So that should work well. And then we'll have more time to chat, guys. So yes, thank you everyone for being here today. Let's finish this poll question quickly. Because it has to do with Dobberton. So Dobby, what do you think of Dobby on his 6th birthday? 63% of you say he's a good boy. 21% of you are saying he is the cutest dog ever. 10% of you are saying he is pure evil. Too evil! And then 6% of you are saying he's so darn smart. So that's good to see. I should also acknowledge all of the people who donated today. So Paragolfer Pro with 5 gifted memberships, 20 in total for the entire stream. So 20 gifted memberships coming in from Dustin. He's keeping you guys all with the emojis, which we love to see. Dislocated Shoulder showing up from Sydney, Australia. We love to see that with a $20 dono, which we will use to spoil Dobby a little bit more, although he has been quite spoiled this morning already. And the Dislocated Shoulder also with 5 more gifted memberships as well. So very cool. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Dislocated Shoulders, for your fat dono. And thank you again, Dustin, for all your work here on the show today and for your donations. And thank you, Dave Brindle, as well, for being here for the Dave Brindle show. We love to see it. He doesn't want me to call it that, but I'm going to keep on calling it that because it only makes sense. It is the Dave Brindle show. It's all about Dave Brindle. Yeah, Canada wins 4-3 in overtime. Absolute insanity here. What a crazy game that was. You love to see it. So stoked they were able to pull that off. I wouldn't want to have the day off on Friday for no reason. So now we do get to watch Canada play. We have to wait and see who they are going to. So before I leave, I'm going to do one last thing before I leave to drop Dobby off. I'll just post the link for the new stream that we'll do this afternoon so you guys know what's happening. But yeah, everyone, thank you very much for being here. Like I said, we'll go live again probably around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So until then, remember, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And make sure that you make good choices.
Get that.
How you doing tonight? Doing good? Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you. And enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You'll love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We are very happy to welcome Brandon Assel to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth,